defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime.
We need to turn the temperature down.
It's gone. It's nothing.
We'll be working on the disappearance of Gus for some time to come.
Two things are true. I cook better with a cap on, and you can cook better with better cookware. For top quality meals, you need premium cookware. And you can get these 6 products for free by shopping at Woolies. Just shop and scan your everyday rewards card and you'll earn 1 credit for every $20 you spend. From weeknight dinners to weekend cook-ups, those shops add up. And all of a sudden, you're cooking better with better cookware.
Oh, hey, hun, can you pass that?
She'll love it.
One tool could be the start of something so much bigger. Ryobi, come equipped.
Rough cold, bro. Try Vicks Vapor Drops with Vicks Mentholated Vapors. How's the nose and throat? Try Vicks Extra Soothing Vapor Drops with real honey.
Anaconda's Easter holiday Pay Less sale is now on. Pay less on some of Australia's favourite outdoor adventure brands. The North Face, Austrail, Merrill, Ringers Western, Shimano, Columbia and many more. Pay less so you can play more. Only at Anaconda!
Well, that's a bit rude.
Or is it a thought-provoking existential question? In investments and low-fee super could help your money grow.
These are tears of joy.
They can't ask that.
When you smoke, the chemicals you inhale cause mutations in your body. And that's how cancer starts. For help to quit, visit I Can Quit or call Quitline.
For over 35 years, White Lady Funerals has guided Australian families with compassion and care. We create personalised farewells that honour your loved one. White Lady Funerals. Let our strength help you find yours.
If you've never watched Survivor, this is the season to start.
Here we go! The vibe is intense.
It's so hard.
I'm going to win this game.
The new season of Survivor. Stream now only on Stan.
When kick-arounds leave you feeling the strain, get Voltaren Pain Relief Gel 12-hourly. With up to 12 hours of targeted pain relief, you can keep on the attack all game long.
Go team!
Easter is finally here. Enjoy double the bun with Woolworths' delicious hot cross bun variety 6 to 9 pack. A great Easter special, 2 packs for just $6. Shop in store or online today.
Let's see if these weekend warriors know what they're doing. Okay, lift her up. Oh, Rob's got my shorts!
Mitsubishi's most capable ute ever. Nothing can frighten a Triton.
Gone too far. Drop it down a bit.
There's nothing glamorous about soap scum or cleaning your shower unless you have shower power to remove soap scum and other bathroom dirt and grime super fast. See the full Oz Clean range at all good supermarkets.
If it's obvious you need great insurance,
How? I paid $370.
Trivago.
But what if I like to use my loyalty rate?
It's on Trivago.
Trivago compares hotel prices from hundreds of sites so you can save up to 30%. Hotel Trivago.
Terry White Chemmart has real deals on all your favourite brands like Bioglan Magnesium Plus Ashwagandha, Blackmore Mag and Centrum Multivitamin. Get real deals every day at Terry White Chemmart, dedicated to care.
These fish how you like to preserve its nutrients. We
Now on sale at an Aldi price. Aldi, good different.
At Spotlight, save a massive 20 to 50% off store-wide, including Manchester home decor, fabric sewing yarn, party curtains and blinds. Yes, that's 20 to 50% off store-wide. Sale on now. At Spotlight, it's what you make it. Discounts apply to full-price products. Excludes clearance. See website for details.
Wait time 46 minutes. You are the 4th person in the queue. You are the 5th person in the queue.
When your internet gives you
are the
lemons,
shortest person in the queue. You are the worst person in the queue.
get Tangerine.
Auto Club members, keep your projects going with Redco. Get 20 to 25% off selected ranges like sealants and adhesives, unit and UHF and dash cams, plus these offers to keep your projects going. Exclusive to Auto Club members, ends Tuesday. Redco gets you going.
Life's a journey, and when you arrive at retirement, you want to make sure that you stay in the driver's seat. Tarragal Glen Apartments are designed for living and ageing well, with care close by. Navigate the life you want at Tarragal Glen Apartments.
This program brought to you by Nopong, the all-natural deodorant that keeps you feeling fresh all day.
All right, here we go. Just you and me, baby. So much good stuff on Stan. Oh yeah, the miniature wife. This looks awesome. Elizabeth Banks, I love her. Oh, and that bloke. He's great. You beauty. That's my night sorted.
Carl, early start tomorrow. Get some sleep, little man.
Little man?
Come on, lights out. Here, I've set the alarm. Nighty-night.
Little man. Boy, that hurts. Don't worry, though. I'm still a giant of Australian television.
Sign up for Stan's massive new show, The Miniature Wife. Starts April 9.
Get to bed.
Hey, Narelle, what's the opposite of a wrongin'? Saving $315 is what? Just ask UE customer Matt.
That's right, Ed. I switched to UE and I saved $315 on my car insurance.
$315? How's that?
Don't know, I just called them.
Must have been bowled over. Narelle, look out. This is my mystery ball. Oh, goodness. Whoa, 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 she's out. Shop around, try UE, good. And still in mid-camera.
UE, you insured.
What's better than one hot cheesy Domino's pizza? 2 of them. Buy 1 large pizza and score 50% off your second pizza delivered. That's double the cheese, double the toppings, big vibes every day, online only at Domino's.
You know what's better than a Big 4 bank?
A bank that's bigger. For me. Bigger. For what matters most.
Millions of Aussies know that Bendigo Bank is bigger for them.
And we're bigger for you.
Bendigo Bank, the better big bank. Terry White Chemmart has real deals on all your favourite brands, like Ethical Nutrients Mega Magnesium, Ferrograd C90 tablets, and Nexium 24-hour 14 tablets. Get real deals every day at Terry White Chemmart, dedicated to care.
My neighbour's a lawyer. I'm sure she's good.
You should use my cousin Daryl's lawyer. It's great.
What about Uncle Frank? He's a lawyer.
Everyone's full of advice. But when you really need a compensation lawyer, choose lawyers a lawyer would choose. Carol and O'Day, the trusted law experts.
Palm Lake Resort Foster Lakes, where community, connection and lifestyle come together. Free call 1800 577 542 or visit the Sales Information Centre 7 days a week. This is your time.
We have a tie break.
In a game this close,
It all comes down to this.
who will excel
All I can say is you're a good egg.
and hop away with 20k.
And let's hope there's no egg on your face.
New tipping point, tonight at 5 on 9. Travel Guide's first ever
5-star, 5-star, 5-star.
perfect holiday. Cook Islands, Wednesday on 9 and 9 now.
Tripadeal's 15th birthday sale is on now. Experience Hawaii, Tahiti and South Pacific cruise from $4,799. Plus, save $300 per person at checkout. Soak up the sun in Honolulu, then embark upon an 18-night sailing adventure with Royal Caribbean. Island hop through French Polynesia to the rugged coastline of New Zealand, iconic Sydney Harbour and more. Hurry, sail ends April 21. Search Tripadeal now.
Sometimes you cook the delicious meal. Sometimes it's cooked for you, like Macca's delicious new Bistro Bernays Angus. Compliments to the chef. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Is this a tradie's cruel revenge?
You see someone climbing up a ladder.
Hundreds of holes drilled in a customer's
When
roof.
day-to-day pains pop up, Nurofen
So,
Advance
we
works
track
fast.
down Riley.
For pesky headaches, period pain, back pain,
A Current Affair, tonight.
body aches, cold and flu,
Jack's is bringing home the bacon, the OG
or other
Baconator.
day-to-day
Flame
pains.
grilled Aussie beef, sizzling bacon,
Helping
on
you
bacon,
get back
on
in the
bacon,
game.
on more bacon.
Nurofen
The
Advance.
Baconator range.
Rapid
the
relief
burgers are better
for
on
10
Jack's.
day-to-day pains.
A great night's sleep can make
Which
all
way?
the difference. It can be the
What
difference
choices do
between
you make
having
to ensure
dreams
healthy, happy families among
and
our
making
mob?
them come true. A great night's sleep. Night
It's our responsibility
after night
to look after each other so
after
all our
night.
community is healthy.
That
actually been playing
is the difference.
We'll look into that.
Make a choice.
The
Make a
difference
deadly choice.
is
Get your
temper.
715 health check today.
We
touch our faces,
serum,
so
powered by
why not our
Epicillin.
pits?
Our
At
breakthrough
Nopong,
epigenetics
we celebrate
ingredient
armpits.
works with your skin
That's
to
why
improve
we've
the appearance
created
of the
an
signs of
Aussie-made
aging
natural
within 2
deodorant
weeks.
your pits
New
will
Nivea
adore.
cellular epigenetic
Give your
serum.
armpits the
Nivea
love
is
they
for skin.
deserve.
I choose to get
Clover
my
is super
exercise
chatty.
in with a side of sunrise.
Never misses a
I
Friday
choose
night
to
gossip
create
session.
something
special.
I choose confidence.
Last word in. Super
I choose keto.
with 22 essential vitamins and minerals to keep them super.
Heads of London
Chesty cough and chest congestion teaming up on you?
60 years.
For double
Every
trouble,
Cobra
try new
has a
Strepsils
story.
Herbal Chesty
When
Cough.
will yours begin?
The dual relief liquid helps
Cobra
clear
at
mucus
Heads of
to relieve a
Lochinvar.
cough and clear
This
congestion.
report brought
Try
to you by
new
Harvey
Strepsils
Norman.
Herbal
Shop
Liquid.
in store and online.
Or when a dry
Best
cough
brands,
and a
best
sore throat
range,
team
best
up.
prices.
Try new Strepsils Herbal Dry Cough Liquid for triple relief.
"38 years manufacturing experience. Service centres nationwide. And layouts to suit everyone. Australian Caravan Centre is your go-to for Australian-made Supreme and Leader caravans.
For over 35 years, White Lady Funerals has guided Australian families with compassion and care. We create personalised farewells that honour your loved one. White Lady Funerals. Let our strength help you find yours.
81 begin. One survives.
Let's chill.
The Floor. Starts Sunday, April 19.
The two biggest nights of television are served. The final dinner party.
It was a showmance. Come on. You guys don't know everything.
I know more than you think. I'm done.
Explodes.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
And the heart-stopping love twist.
I love you more than I ever thought possible.
Two must-see nights. Tonight, 7:30 on 9.
Hungry Jack's Snack Wraps. Crispy, juicy, 100% Aussie chicken. Wrapped up for only $3.95. With 3 delicious sauces. It's tender snack wrap time at Hungry Jack's.
Other betting apps, they're good.
But the new Ladbrokes app?
It's too good.
Others make multis a slog. Mine, tap, 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 done.
Too fast. Too smooth. The new Ladbrokes app. It's too good.
Go, you good thing.
What's gambling really costing you?
At HCF,
Tonight,
we're not for
Donald
profit.
Trump's F-bomb
So
as
what
he
are we for?
threatens to attack
Well, we're
Iran's
not for
power
paying out
plants.
profits.
A fresh
We
fuel
are for giving
assurance for
profits back to our
Australians.
members in
2
benefits.
injured in a gas
So you
explosion
get
at
more.
Tweed Heads.
And you get
the Knights
more.
lose another big
You get
name
more.
to injury.
And so do you.
Give your Monday night
Bedshed's 20 to 50% off bedroom sale is now on. Perfect time to create your dream bedroom for less. Plus, all long weekend, take an extra 10%.
Big
Pumped to be back.
on Good Times.
I quite liked it.
100% footy.
It was really cool.
Tonight on 9 and 9 now.
Good luck going after our fans.
We have a Hundreds meal at McDonald's.
You mean Sergeant Boy's breakfast
There's nothing glamorous about soap scum or cleaning your shower unless you have shower power. Shower power removes soap scum and other bathroom dirt and grime super fast. Clean the whole bathroom, kitchen and more in no time, so you can get back to what you love most. Enjoy your shower. See the full Oz Clean range at all good supermarkets.
Signs of aging within 2 weeks.
Let's see if these weekend warriors know what they're doing.
Nivea is for
Okay, lift her up.
Mitsubishi's most capable unit ever. Nothing can frighten a child.
That one.
Buy the right car right now at drive.com.au.
Save 15% off door hardware, door handles, smart locks and more. All 15% off. Exclusions apply. Easter sale on now.
Bust up fun, outside fun, worries none.
Worried about your kids having toilet accidents at school? Connie has you covered. Worried
Get
about
into
not being
Kia for
able to
incredible
hold on
value.
at work?
The hybrid
Connie has you
Sportage from
covered.
just
Worried about
$44,490
your
drive
loved one
away.
at night?
And a mild hybrid
Connie has you
Stonic now from
covered.
just
Even
$29,990
worried about
drive
your
away.
pets?
See a local Kia
Connie
dealer
has
now.
been keeping
Kia.
everyone
Movement that
covered for
inspires.
over 20 years with
That's
leak-proof
$250
and
for the night.
bedwetting protection
How? I
solutions
paid
to keep Aussies
$370.
confident and
Trivago.
comfortable.
But what if I
Order
like
now
to use
and
my loyalty
save
rate?
at connie.com.au.
Trivago compares hotel prices from hundreds of sites so you can save up to 30%. Hotel Trivago. Bedshed's 20 to 50% off bedroom sale is now on. Perfect time to create your dream bedroom for less. Plus, all long weekend, take an extra 10% off. Bedshed. No one's better in the bedroom.
All of my memories, like constellations, were spinning round in my head.
Your future just got more affordable with Domain Homes. Take 10% off and get a free energy saver pack. Don't miss out. Visit Domain Homes today.
Thousands of Australians have discovered an easier way to stay in the home they love. Whether you need support today or planning for tomorrow, compact home lifts offer a safe, quiet and affordable way to move between floors using less power than boiling a kettle. As an award-winning Australian company with hundreds of 5-star reviews, you can trust compact home lifts to deliver independence, reliability and peace of mind. Call our friendly team now for a free quote or visit compactlifts.com.au.
Near the Griswolds, right?
Wednesday, say hello to an all-star family vacation.
Hang on!
Vacation, Wednesday on 9.
Let's jump.
81 begin, 1 conquers.
What would $200,000 mean for you?
Put it all in the bath and jump in it naked.
You know what? That's your dream, and I love
And
that
if
for
you want to join me, you can.
The Floor starts Sunday, April 19 on 9.
Come on. Come on. Wait, what?
Be first in line for a thrilling time with Keno Go.
They call this the lucky country. Trouble is, there's only so much luck to go round.
That's a cow.
When the lucky country isn't so lucky.
Lucky you're with Amy.
With a house frame made from true core steel, your home is ready for a full life. For a home that's built to last, choose the inner strength of true core steel.
Boating, camping, fishing is BCF and fun. Exactly what that means will change for everyone. Bus stop's fun, powered sites fun, worries none. Boating,
Tonight,
camping,
Donald
fishing
Trump's
is
F-bomb
BCF and
threatens to
fun.
attack
Hey!
Iran's power plants.
Heartburn and
fuel assurance
indigestion
for
can be
Australians,
unpredictable,
2
whether it's
injured
chest
in a
burning,
gas explosion
throat
at Tweed
burning,
Heads,
or
and the
stomach
Knights
discomfort.
lose another big
Gaviscon
name to
Dual
injury.
Action starts to work from just 4 minutes
Best
and
Mates
forms a barrier.
bringing Hollywood
For fast,
to Australia.
long-lasting and soothing relief.
What is
use
the Matrix?
Gaviscon.
When we see it on the big screen, it's one of the best feelings we can have.
Need a moment to unwind? Let Botanica's nature-inspired fragrances set the mood, infused with exotic magnolias from the rolling hills of the Himalayas. Botanica, inspired by nature.
Extreme hair damage versus 3-minute miracle. Who's going to win? This is Pantene Miracles, and this is how it repairs 3 months of damage in 3 minutes. My hair wins thanks to the Pro-V formula with
Quitting
collagen.
smoking
New
is
Pantene
hard,
Miracles,
but
now
every time
also
you
available
choose
in
not to
Hyaluron.
smoke, you improve your health. Download the new My Quit Buddy app and get support when you need it. Choose your heart.
Yeah, it's me.
Find tools and support to quit. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
This is Drumtown. Experience the engine thunderous power.
Louder, faster.
Get into Kia for incredible value on electric vehicles. The EV5 now from $49,990 drive away. And the EV3 now from just $46,990 drive away. See your local Kia dealer today.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Told you so.
Aldi prices just got
Scale
Aldier, with over 300 products now reduced.
99% of
Like apple
Bye,
juice,
Graham.
frozen
Goodbye,
spinach,
annoying
this,
stain.
that,
CLR.
those. Not that. Aldi could be.
When day-to-day pains pop up, Nurofen Zavance works fast. For pesky headaches, period pain, back pain, body aches, cold and flu, or other day-to-day pains.
Coming up on NBN News, Donald Trump's expletive-laden threat to bomb Iranian power plants. The Energy Minister offers an update on Australia's fuel supplies. 2 people seriously injured by a gas explosion at Tweed Heads. And Artemis 2 just hours from its historic flyby.
Banter.
Well done, that's a good one.
Breaking news.
One of the greatest moments of my life.
Good times.
Pumped to be back.
100% footy tonight.
In a bit of a mess? Pino Clean has 3 times multi-action power to clean, disinfect and freshen. It's not clean unless it's Pino Clean.
Have you tried Australia's #1 facial
Helping
moisturiser?
you get back in the game.
Collagen peptides.
Nurofen
with 25
Advance.
times more collagen
Rapid
peptides.
relief
It
for
visibly
10
lifts
day-to-day
sagging skin
pains.
and reduces deep wrinkles in just 28 days. Olay Super Collagen for lifted skin.
Bills piling up for hard-working Australians when they could be comparing and saving.
You can't get help, you know. Look!
That's a wake-up call.
Good news. It's Hayes to compare.
Simples. Hungry Jack's snack wraps. Crispy,
Get that Disney Plus energy with Energy Australia. Enjoy 12 months of Disney Plus standard on us when you switch to Flexi Plan and stay.
It's tender snack wrap time.
My family is my world. My kids, my dad.
What choices do you make to ensure
I'm so
healthy,
worried when I
happy
can't see him as
families
often.
among our mob?
All right, do you have your hat?
It's our
with
responsibility
anyone
to look
today?
after each other so all our community is healthy.
Hi,
Make a
Dad.
choice. Make a deadly choice.
But I know
Get your
Meals on
715 health
Wheels
check
is
today.
always there to visit. For a nutritious meal.
Can a
with
can of
safety
Glen
and
20
well-being
take care
check.
of my pillows?
To be there.
Can do.
And I can't be.
Can do.
Bin do stink?
Of course it can. You can eliminate more germs and odours with Glen 20 every day. It's the Can Do Can.
On 9 now.
Where to from here? Will your life ever be the same? Are you getting what's fair, not just what's offered? Talk to Slater and Gordon, and we'll take it from here.
At Hibbard Homes, we believe a home is more than just a building. From the first step, we ensure that every detail is perfect. We create a place to call home.
Get a new home with Hibbard Homes.
I love it.
Let's make an offer.
Let's think this through.
Your heart and your head don't always agree, but with local expertise, plus great home loan rates, our home loans are head and heart approved.
The Sleepmaker Take It Away sale is on at Beds R Us with 30 to 50% off all Sleepmaker mattresses, including bonus local delivery, setup and removal of your old mattress. Sale on now at Beds R Us.
The moment Australia's been waiting for. This is the night she finally unloads.
Yeah, I've lied. Yeah, I've done the wrong thing. I'm trying to move on now.
Tonight, after the dinner party on Stan.
You can cook Aldi's fresh Aussie broccoli however you like. To preserve its nutrients, we recommend steaming. Now on sale at an Aldi price. Aldi, good different.
Hungry Jack's Snack Wraps. Crispy, juicy, 100% Aussie chicken. Wrapped up for only $3.95. With 3 delicious sauces. It's tender snack wrap time at Hungry Jack's.
Always before guests arrive, toilet cleaning is a chore. Again and again. Break the cycle. There's a better breath way. Enjoy grime protection and freshness 24/7.
Tonight at
so
6,
the guests
Donald
can come
Trump
anytime.
issues
Try
Iran
breath
an
now.
ultimatum to open the
Paymont
Strait of
Easter
Hormuz
sale has
or else.
arrived. Save
What
20
caused
to
a mid-air
60% off
emergency involving
absolutely
a
everything
Qantas flight
store-wide.
dumping
Plus,
fuel?
for a limited time
Two
only,
treated
spend
for
$9.99 or more
serious
and get
injuries after a
10% of your
gas
purchase
bottle
back in an
explodes at a
Amart gift
Tweed
card.
Cairns
Stores
caravan
are open today,
A
so
safety
hop into
reminder from
Amart.
emergency services after
What's
fatal
up? You seem
crashes
kinda
in the Upper
sluggish
Hunter
today.
and
Things
Southwest
aren't
Rocks.
really...
And the Knights
Try
Bradman
Metamucil's
Best
Daily
sidelined
Multi-Health
for a month
Fibre. It's
with a
100%
groin
natural
injury.
psyllium
That's
fibre,
it.
traps and removes waste
The
to
best
support
mate
gut health and
bringing
regularity.
Hollywood to
Now
Australia.
you're moving?
Metamucil
What is the
keeps you
Matrix?
moving.
When we see it on the big
New
screen,
herbal
that's
essences. Feel
one of the
yourself
best feelings
escape
you
into
can have.
nature.
For top quality
New
meals,
rose essence.
you need premium
No
cookware.
silicons.
You can get
Deeply
premium
nourishes.
cookware for
Scratch
free by
100%
shopping at
more
Woolies.
pedal soft hair. You
Just scan
can't
your
resist.
Everyday Rewards
Escape
card
with new
and you'll
herbal
earn one
essences.
credit for every $20 you spend.
Switch to
Shop
AGL
to
for your
upgrade yours
energy,
for free.
internet or mobile. For your chance to
Always
win an
before
electric
guests
vehicle
arrive,
in
toilet cleaning
AGL's
is a
great
chore.
EV
Again
giveaway.
and
The more
again.
services you
Break the
connect,
cycle.
the more
There's
chances
a better
to win.
breath way.
Switch to
Enjoy grime
AGL
protection
today.
and freshness 24/7.
Stains?
So
No
the guests can
problem.
come
Vanish Gold Pro
anytime.
Turbo.
Try breath
These
now.
will take ages to come out. It'll only take 30 minutes. Just one scoop of Vanish Gold Pro Turbo contains a unique accelerator system that turbocharges stain removal.
Trust Vanish, forget stains.
I choose to get my exercise in with a side of sunrise.
I choose to create something special. I choose confidence. I choose Keaton.
The smooth hybrid engine that never skips a beat. The new
Stressless
CR-V.
dining chairs
Honda,
recline
the power
with
of
you
dreams.
for effortless comfort.
At HCF,
Enjoy
we're not
20%
for
off for a
profit.
limited
So what are we
time.
for?
Made
Well,
in
we're not
Norway and
fulfilling
endorsed by the
shareholders'
Australian
pockets. We are
Chiropractors
fulfilling
Association.
cavities.
Stressless. Sail on
Totally.
now.
Keeping investors' bank balances healthy? No. Keeping minds healthy with the free Healthy Minds check-in would be yes.
Starts Sunday, April 19.
And why pay out our profits when we can give them back to members as benefits? So you get more. You get more. You what? A cat. You, over there. You get more.
The future you're building is possible with Domain Homes.
Blackout sale is now on at 40 Winks. Embrace the darkness with 50% off a select range of mattresses and 30% off selected furniture. Terms, conditions and exclusions apply. This sale is for a limited time only. 40 Winks, serious about sleep.
The 2 biggest nights of television are served. One final dinner party.
It was a show, Matt. Oh, come on. You guys don't know everything.
I'm shaken. I know more than you think. I'm done.
Explodes.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
And the most heart-stopping
I love you more than I ever thought possible.
final love twist.
Are you...
2 must-see nights. Tonight, 7:30 on 9.
Tonight, claims of ceasefire talks after Donald Trump threatens Iran like never before, unleashing an expletive-laden rant. More petrol pain, the other conflict causing problems for Australia's fuel supplies. 2 people injured as a gas bottle explodes at a far north coast caravan park. Final approach, Artemis 2, hours from its historic lunar flyby. And another same night out of action for weeks.
This is NBN News with Lauren Kempe.
Good evening. Donald Trump has dropped an F-bomb on Iran, threatening out the terms of a possible 45-day ceasefire.
The US president swapped a traditional Easter Sunday service for a swing at the Trump National Golf Course after firing off a profane and ominous threat. Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up in one. In Iran, there will be nothing like it. Open the f***ing Strait.
Coming up on NBN News, Donald Trump unleashes online, issuing Iran an ultimatum to open the Strait of Hormuz. A gas explosion at a Tweed Heads caravan park leaves 2 people seriously injured. Police urge motorists to drive safely after 2 fatal accidents in northern New South Wales. Detectives investigate anti-Semitic graffiti on an iconic Coffs Harbour landmark. And a hunter woodchopper on the podium at the Easter show. That's next.
He's focusing on civilian infrastructure. Deliberately targeting such sites may constitute a war crime under international law.
This is an express public incitement for war crimes and crimes against humanity. We would react in kind.
Trump claims negotiations are underway and a deal is possible in the next 48 hours. But Iran's Revolutionary Guard is warning the Strait of Hormuz will never return to its former state, especially for America and Israel. And they continue to trade punishing blows. An Iranian missile hit this building in Israel's northern city of Haifa, and Iranian state TV broadcast this footage purporting to show the wreckage of 2 American aircraft that were deployed to rescue a US airman missing in the mountains behind enemy lines after his fighter jet was shot down on Friday. Tehran claims it destroyed the plane and helicopter, the United States countering it took out at least one of the aircraft on purpose because it had malfunctioned. Washington still touting the mission as a major success.
They truly are the greatest armed forces anywhere in the world.
14 hours after the jet was hit, US officials pinpointed the weapons systems officer's location via a beacon. Injured in the crevice of a mountain as enemy forces closed in. The CIA leaking false intelligence to buy time, claiming the airman had been found and was moving out of the country in a ground convoy. Preventing his capture spared Trump a new crisis in this conflict. Now the focus is on the next 48 hours as the deadline fast approaches. In the United States, Reid Butler, NBN News.
The federal government insists Australia has fuel supplies locked in until May, but hundreds of service stations are bone dry, and another conflict is ensuring the squeeze on our bowsers won't ease anytime soon.
Drone strikes on major oil refineries, not the Middle East this time, but Russia. Ukraine behind the attacks, determined that Moscow doesn't profit from the soaring oil price.
Ukraine is forced to take action, otherwise Russia's exports will bring Russia a lot of money and they'll spend that on armaments.
Satellite imagery showing the immense damage done to Russian export terminals in the Baltic and Black Seas, which supply some Southeast Asian refineries that have Australia as a client.
By Ukraine bombing Ust-Luga and Primorsk, that does impact on Australia.
You can live without petrol, or petrol, $5, $6 a litre. We can use Russian oil. Over to you.
Difficult international environment, and there are risks to supply chains as long as the Strait of Hormuz remains closed.
Fuel shortages persist. 274 service stations across Australia without diesel, a slight improvement on yesterday's numbers.
In New South Wales in particular, where we've been focusing with the industry on getting fuel to farmers because it's sowing and seeding season.
The Energy Minister says scheduled fuel deliveries appear assured for April and early May. But the opposition claims distribution problems remain, claiming there's collusion at the ports.
We've had smaller wholesalers that distribute out into regional Australia that have gone to the Port of Brisbane, and despite there being supply, they are holding it back because they are hedging against a price shock.
The Energy Minister told 9 News that the conflict in the Middle East must not be used for commercial opportunity, and that if David Littleproud has evidence it is, he should urgently inform the competition watchdog. Andrew Probyn, NBN News.
To other news now, and 2 people have been injured during an Easter Sunday barbecue at a Tweed Heads caravan park. Reporter Paige Van Lunteren joins us. Paige, a gas bottle is to blame.
This Easter Sunday disaster unfolding around 5:30 last night. Lauren, emergency services were called to reports of an explosion involving that gas bottle at the Big 4 Billabong Holiday Park in Tweed Heads. When they arrived, they found 2 people with significant burns, including a 50-year-old woman. Now, her injuries were so severe she had to be airlifted to the Royal Brisbane and Women's Hospital. That's where she spent the night. But in some good news today, I can tell you that her condition has improved to stable. A 58-year-old man was also rushed by ambulance here to the Gold Coast University Hospital. But Lauren, police say they won't be investigating any further because they've ruled out any suspicious circumstances.
Paige, thank you. A Qantas flight to the US city of Dallas only made it as far as Fiji last night before turning around due to a medical emergency on board. Passengers spotted fuel being dumped from the aircraft before the unscheduled landing back in Sydney. The flight was rescheduled for later in the evening. A man has died after a car crash in the Upper Hunter. Emergency services were called to Collingwood Road at Merriwa at around 9 p.m. yesterday and arrived to find a vehicle had left the road and crashed into an embankment. The man died at the scene. Police are investigating. A dirt bike has been filmed on dash cams stopping at a roundabout at Medford. Police say as they approached, the rider ran from the scene. The 16-year-old was then arrested. Officers allege he was riding unlicensed and his bike was unregistered. He's expected to be dealt with under the Young Offenders Act. Hunter tourism operators are sounding the alarm about the impact fuel prices are having on bookings. There's now a push for residents to book staycations and support local businesses.
Empty rooms from Rathmines.
You see the place empty. Not a soul here.
To Nelson Bay.
Received some cancellations from people in the lead up to Easter.
David Hagan and Karen Mears among the dozens of tourism operators feeling the effects of high fuel costs. At Catalina Lakefront Retreat, barbecue areas and common rooms that should be bustling are eerily quiet, leaving operators
frightened we won't get back home. They were coming from Brisbane and Melbourne.
Pumps at the local Liberty service station this morning, empty. Across the state, 5% of servos were out of diesel today and 10% were without at least one type of fuel.
We don't know what the future holds beyond the next month. You know, they assure us that there's going to be fuel for a while, but what's going to happen past then?
At Nelson Bay, the pool at Marina Resort is unusually quiet. Operations manager Karen Mears and her trusty dog Reginald have welcomed less foot traffic these school holidays.
A lot of the operators in the area were echoing the same sentiment from their guests, getting the phone calls, just concerned about whether or not they could get home with the fuel.
The state government says it's asking people to only buy the fuel they need and is in close contact with the business and tourism sectors to monitor the situation and assess any potential impacts. And as rooms with a view sit empty, Marina Resort is encouraging locals to holiday at home.
Somewhere to relax by a beautiful pool area and just enjoy being close to town.
Invest locally, support your local businesses, have a coffee at the local coffee shop. It's really important for us all to come together as a community to help support those businesses in a time of need.
Risa Utama, NBN News.
Police are appealing for help to track down those responsible for graffiti on Coffs Harbour's iconic Big Banana. The incident occurred between 1:30 a.m. and 4 a.m. yesterday morning with an anti-Israel message written across the base. Police are asking anyone with dashcam footage who was travelling along the Pacific Highway during that time to contact them. A new vision for Raymond Terrace is taking shape, with community feedback entering its final stages. The council plan aims to ditch outdated strategies in favour of a 20-year roadmap led by residents.
It's been a decade since the last major development strategy for Raymond Terrace, and now it's a very different place.
So much has happened, so much has changed in the region. Think about the expansion of the new international airport.
So Port Stephens Council is hitting the reset button to ensure the terrace grows with the community.
We've been speaking to a whole host of different community groups, from schools to businesses.
A local housing strategy suggests the area could support 2,500 new homes. The place plan will help dictate where they go and how the town will support them.
Some of those things that are just really core fundamentals to a really safe and enjoyable place to live.
In just 1 month, 250 responses to the plan have been submitted to Port Stephens Council. The wish list so far: easing traffic, more spaces for children, a shopping centre expansion and better lighting.
We'll take all of the early engagement feedback now and we'll start drafting up a plan. So those actions will help us all as a community align behind the future of housing types, the location of housing within Raymond Terrace.
The online community feedback closes tomorrow. Danny Geddes, NBN News.
A Port Stephens attraction is officially up for grabs. Toboggan Hill Park at Nelson Bay has hit the market, the home of a 1 kilometre downhill slide. It's been a fixture on the local tourism map since opening on Boxing Day in 1987. Expressions of interest close on May 6. Checking today's temperatures across the Hunter. It was a cool start at Lake Macquarie, 11 degrees before getting up to a top of 23. 23 also the top in Newcastle and in Williamtown. Still ahead on NBN News, luxury goods stolen as a high-end store falls victim to a ram raid. Final checks and a motivational message for the crew of Artemis 2. And a Hunter woman's quest for world title glory at the Royal Easter Show.
Should we tell them that Subway's got sweet deals?
No! That swinging left actually means swinging right.
Nah.
Subway value snack range from $2.70.
Sub, yeah.
You want me to do it?
Always before guests arrive, toilet cleaning is a chore. Again and again. Break the cycle. There's a better breath way. Enjoy grime protection and freshness 24/7 so the guests can come anytime. Try Breath now.
It's hard to juggle 3 things at once.
That's why at Origin we offer gas, internet and electricity bundles, making it easier to manage and saving you some hard-earned cash too. That's all kinds of useful.
Bills piling up for hard-working Australians when they could be comparing and saving.
You can't get help, you know. Look!
That's a wake-up call.
It pays to compare.
Simple.
Aldi prices just got Aldier, with over 300 products now reduced. Like apple juice, frozen spinach, this, that, those. Not that. Aldi, good different.
Amart's Easter sale has arrived. Save 20 to 60% off absolutely everything store-wide. Plus, for a limited time only, spend $9.99 or more and get 10% of your purchase back in an Amart gift card. Stores are open today, so hop into Amart.
You're important at work. But at home, you're irreplaceable. Stay safe from harm and harassment. Safe at work, there for them.
With a 1-ton payload, the all-new Nissan Navara is built for the grid shift.
No Pong is designed to do exactly what it says on the tin. Keeps the Pong away with 24-hour protection. It's made from all natural ingredients. Take a pea-sized amount, apply, and feel fresh all day.
The Sleepmaker Take It Away sale is on at Beds R Us, with 30 to 50% off all Sleepmaker mattresses, including bonus local delivery, setup and removal of
available right now, so inquire today to arrange an inspection. Live each day your way at Cameron Glen. Go online to find out more.
Join us for Burton Automotive Hunter Valley Steamfest. Ride a steam train with the ARTC rail program. Antique machinery at the Bloomfield Group Steam Rally. And classic cars at the Show and Shine on Sunday. Maitland Railway Station, April 18 and 19.
There's been a luxury heist in Brisbane with thieves using a Mercedes to ram raid a store, swiping designer items worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The robbery was meticulously planned over in minutes, and tonight police are still hunting the bandits.
A high-speed getaway from a high-value heist. Two vehicles speeding through the Brisbane CBD at 3 a.m. The bandits running a red light as they race away from a ram raid.
It was a very quick entry and a quick exit.
That entry, messy. This was the Hermes store. The offenders smashed their way in a white Mercedes before grabbing as much as they could carry.
All heavily clothed and with face masks and coverings, possibly gloves as well.
In Hermes, a bucket hat can cost $1,000 and some handbags are worth more than $100,000. As much as they can carry is worth a lot.
There was a number of items, particularly high-end items, including jewellery, handbags and clothing.
Police say this was an organised operation. The offenders allegedly using one car to smash through this display window before they returned to two getaway cars waiting here on the street.
It didn't seem like a normal potential ram raid that we have had before.
Despite the planning, police weren't far behind.
The officers were very quickly to respond and were just short of capturing them on site.
They got away, speeding off down the street. Two of the Mercedes used in the heist belonged to this man. They were stolen from his Coorparoo home last week.
We thought it was pretty crazy. We go downstairs, prepare the breakfast for our daughter, and we saw the gate was fully open and the two cars was gone.
It's understood the same offenders are involved. They were organised during the car robbery as well, turning away cameras around the house.
They saw the camera, basically they flip up, and I believe they went through the dog door. My daughter right now is like really scared, especially when it's dark.
Tonight, police are hunting at least 5 offenders.
We're appealing to the public that if they see any high-end Hermes items advertised or for sale on social media sites or selling platforms, could they please ring Crime Stoppers?
Pat Heaney, NBN News.
For the first time, a woman will serve as Australia's Solicitor General, with Dr Ruth Higgins SC given the landmark 5-year appointment. Dr Higgins is known for leading ASIC's case against Star Casino executives accused of turning a blind eye to money laundering.
She is regarded as a leader in the legal profession and regularly appears in complex cases in the High Court and Federal Court of Australia.
I will commit the best of myself to providing independent advice to and advocacy for the Commonwealth Government.
Dr Higgins will take over the role in June. Astronauts on the historic Artemis II mission are expected to reach the far side of the moon by early tomorrow morning. They'll be setting a record too by venturing deeper into space than any humans have gone before.
The view of our sunburnt country from hundreds of thousands of kilometres away.
Tomorrow we're going to pass the Apollo 13 distance record by humans, and that record is 248,655 statute miles.
On the 6th day of their mission, a message from a man who set foot on the moon 5 decades ago.
Hello, Reed, Victor, Christina, and Jeremy. This is Apollo 16 astronaut Charlie Duke. We in America and all of the world are cheering you on.
Late this afternoon, the Orion capsule officially entered the moon's sphere of influence, but they still took time to send their well wishes back home.
Happy Easter to everyone down there on Earth.
And by early tomorrow morning in Australia, they'll set a new record. A giant leap of 7,000 kilometres further into space than any human ever before.
They're only going to have about 7 hours to complete this, so one basically day at work.
And it's at this point, when they are behind the moon, they'll lose contact with mission control for an agonising 40 minutes.
And this is going to be really important for us understanding what resources are right there at the surface.
The final checks tonight underway as the countdown begins for this historic moment for all of humanity.
Godspeed and safe travels home.
Massilia Eiley, NBN News.
Since the inception of the Royal Easter Show, food has always been at its heart. Traditional show fare like the Dagwood dog dates back decades, but now there's a new range of culinary delights to tantalise taste buds.
It is the food that can only be consumed during the Easter show by law. Official lie. Show food. Considering I'd already tried 3, the Golden Bunny Brulee, the Nashville Pickle on a Stick, and the Dagwood Dog dipped in smoked honey and rolled in chili flakes.
The Dagwood Dog, it dates back to about 1940s. They've been going strong ever since.
I was determined to conquer the remaining 7.
About 1909, we first see different food stalls that are coming to the Easter show.
After putting down a load-bearing structure of breakfast donut balls, it would be the chicken scallop burger first, 2 potato scallops instead of bun. Followed up by the fairy floss flu roll, sliced into sushi pieces.
1928 is where fairy floss first really comes into play, and you hear all about the sticky fingers of young children, them causing a muck.
Also, there was outrage over the introduction of fairy floss.
Look, a little bit.
Inside the showbag hall, they'd already run out of butter-dipped soft-serve ice cream.
Who knew butter would go well with soft serve?
Well, I don't. And the queues were long for Dragon's Breath.
Thank you.
Great performance in the stretchy cheese department. I would sample all from the show food charcuterie board, but such a challenge could only end one way. Mike Dalton, NBN News.
Meanwhile, the Hunters' Ashley Marsh has come agonisingly close to World Championship glory at the Easter Show while competing in the women's woodchopping and soaring event.
So let's see how we go as they start to drive at the back of that block, and we'll have a winner for you shortly.
In a nail-biting finish, Marsh managed a hard-fought second place, narrowly behind the winner from Queensland. Coming up next, notable absences as the royal family steps out for an Easter Sunday service. The effort to help the skyrocketing number of Australians with food allergies. And Aussie football coach Graham Arnold gets a hero's welcome home from Iraq fans.
The smooth hybrid engine that never skips a beat. The new CR-V. Honda, the power of dreams.
Do you think we need more space?
Yeah, we could use a bigger home. We could talk to someone.
What's that?
Someone. Hi, I'm Kate, your CommBank home lending specialist.
Fast approval, no doubt. With CommBank, you can.
I am so ready for this.
What are you? In Portugal, before we enjoy a meal, our furniture must also wear a bib.
Now eat, with reckless abandon.
O Porto's delicioso Portuguese crispy burger. This is the Portuguese way.
I'm doing Light and Easy because it's the only program I've done and seen these results. Knowing that it's been prepared by dietitians and I know that it's good food, real food. With Light and Easy, I've lost 46 kilos and I saw the results immediately and it just made me happy. Light and Easy has definitely simplified my life. I don't have to worry about myself, I worry about everyone else, but I know that at least Light and Easy is looking after me.
Start doing Light and Easy today.
From fitness goals to savings goals, real customer Simon saved $350 by switching to Yui.
Yeah, I pumped up the savings, Ed.
Shop around. Try Yui.
Yui, you insured.
Are you thinking al fresco and looking for something simple? Call HV Aluminium.
Looking for something special? Call HV Aluminium.
Looking for something stylish? Call HV Aluminium.
Or looking for something stunning? Call HV Aluminium and find whatever you're looking for.
When my marriage fell apart, I felt totally helpless. And I thought I only want to go through this once, but I want a lawyer who's been through this hundreds of times. Bale Boschev's advice was spot on.
Get it sorted. Call Bale Boschev Lawyers.
Go Harvey Norman. Define your style with our exclusive contemporary furniture. Entertain in style with the latest in modern design. Leather luxury made for effortless comfort and style. Mix pattern and texture for bedroom bliss. Transform your space with statement pieces at Harvey Norman now.
For the first time in 2 years, the Princess of Wales has attended the royal family's Easter Sunday service. While the royals presented a united front in Windsor, there were notable absences beyond former Prince Andrew.
Easter Sunday at Windsor. Prince William, Princess Kate and their 3 children confidently leading the royals to St George's Chapel. Princess Anne and Prince Edward among the attendees, without their brother Andrew. The King and Queen arrived by car, His Majesty blowing a kiss to his grandchildren. A warm welcome this Easter. After the service, a bow and a bouquet for Queen Camilla before they met members of the public.
Happy Easter, Your Majesty.
I have happy memories going hungry years ago.
It was just last year that disgraced former Prince Andrew made a surprise Easter appearance along with his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson with princesses Beatrice and Eugenie. The pair notably absent this year, reportedly a decision made in agreement with the King. While the Easter Sunday Mass is seen as a traditional family event rather than a formal engagement, today's gathering shows a further shift in the royal family dynamic. In Windsor, Mimi Becker, NBN News.
Pope Leo has delivered a message of peace during his first Easter Sunday address as pontiff. Tens of thousands of people gathered in St Peter's Square to hear the Pope call for weapons to be laid down and for world leaders to abandon the desire for conflict and domination. A cruise ship has run aground in Fiji near an island made famous by the film Castaway. The Blue Lagoon vessel was at anchor and most guests were asleep when rough weather dragged it towards a reef. A fast ferry came to the rescue, transporting those on board back to dry land. Pressure is growing for a London music festival to remove Kanye West from its lineup due to his history of anti-Semitic remarks. The announcement of West saw several big-name sponsors pull out. UK Prime Minister Sir Keir development issues and learning problems. Reporter Hayley Francis explains.
It's often an impossible juggling act for working parents, but according to new research, children who spend 40 hours a week in childcare have a higher risk of struggling socially and emotionally. The major government study tracked 274,000 kids in Australia from birth to their first year at school. Those who attended a childcare centre rated as low quality for more than 30 hours a week were increasingly vulnerable in at least one of 5 areas: social competence and emotional maturity, seeing the biggest impact when compared to children who had no formal childcare. Experts say one reason behind this may be high staff turnover, with children's brain development thriving on relationships with adults when they have a secure sense of attachment. On the other hand, experts say keeping children at home is not always beneficial, with childcare sometimes proving to be a better alternative for children who are experiencing disadvantage, who come from a single-parent household, or those with a language background other than English. Now, the Albanese government expanded childcare support at the start of the year, with eligible families guaranteed 3 days of subsidised childcare per week. While the help is welcomed by families, parent advocacy groups say there needs to be a stronger focus on boosting quality in the childcare sector, because reducing the hours of childcare is not an option for many working parents.
3 more sunscreens have been recalled over fears their SPF ratings may be lower than indicated. The TGA says 3 Medik8 physical sunscreen products risk not providing users with adequate sun protection. Consumers are urged to stop using the products immediately and return them for a refund. To finance now, and the market was closed today, giving investors a chance to catch up on just how wild a ride the first 3 months of the year have been. Here's Chris Kohler.
Remember when we thought this was going to be a quieter year? Doesn't seem that long ago. 1 quarter in and oil is unquestionably the story in finance. It's jumped from $60 a barrel to $110 since the war began. It's added to the story around rising interest rates. The next RBA meeting is in a month and all the big banks expect the cash rate to lift to 4.35% because high fuel prices add to inflation. Of course, our market doesn't like all this uncertainty. We're now 1.5% below where we started the year, but we do have a handful of big oil companies and they have been the big winners so far in 2026. That's all a bit unnerving, but it's always worth coming back to the wall of worry. This shows all the major market crashes going right back to 1900, and as you can see, things usually work out in the end. And finally, something totally different. A lot of you were on the road over the long weekend. Did you see many colourful cars? Not as many as you used to, I bet. This shows the popularity of car colours over the years. In the late 90s, fewer than half the cars on the road were grey, white and black. Now, it's more than 70%. So it seems we've traded colourful cars for colourful markets. Not a great trade-off, but there it is.
A silent epidemic is unfolding, with the number of Australians with food allergies doubling in less than 2 decades. But breakthrough research is turning the tide and transforming lives through innovative new treatments.
A simple snack turned a parent's worst nightmare.
All of a sudden she just started breaking out in hives and swelling in the face.
Baby Relsie was having an anaphylactic reaction. The cause at that stage unknown.
I live on a rural farm and I knew that it could take quite some time for an ambulance to come.
The not knowing of what she reacted to, and then progressively over the next few months
You're just scared to give her any sort of food at all.
It turned out to be a severe allergy to peanuts, milk and eggs.
What are we supposed to do? We have chickens and, you know, we have a little farm shop where we sell eggs and, yeah, it's just been life-changing.
Relsie began progressive exposure therapy designed to build up her tolerance.
She can have everything now.
The program, called ADAPT, is part of the National Allergy Centre of Excellence, which runs crucial programs researching and treating people with life-altering allergies. Federal funding for the centre was due to run out at the end of this financial year, but it's being renewed. From July, money will flow to cutting-edge research, tapping into countrywide allergy data, plus a national anaphylaxis reporting system and patient support.
An additional $14.6 million for allergy research. There's a big focus on children with allergy. We are seeing more people develop allergies later in life.
Approximately 15% of allergies in adults appear later in life, and shellfish tops the list, with Easter and Christmas prawn and oyster seasons seeing a spike in diagnosed cases.
We believe it's an increase due to the modern lifestyle and environmental factors.
In 2007, 4.1 million Australians had an allergic condition. As of last year, that's doubled to 8.2 million. But we still don't know exactly why.
But to understand how to address this, more research is needed.
Adult allergy sufferer Rhiannon says research is changing the game.
Treatments have changed dramatically over my lifetime. So when I grew up, I would just avoid everything, and now hearing Relsie's story and that she can have oral immunotherapy, which is going to have changed her life forever. There's still a lot more work to do.
For Relsie, these therapies came just in time.
She's crushing it.
Yeah, and we all sit down as a family now that we collect the eggs off the farm and we have scrambled eggs, and it's just, yeah, yummy. She loves a scrambled egg.
Amanda Kopp, NBN News.
Two farmers from Victoria have shared the story of their close encounter with a great white shark several kilometres off the coast of South Australia. The friends were fishing in a tinny yesterday afternoon when they realised they probably needed a bigger boat.
Oh, no.
No, that's not okay.
Holy!
Yeah, the head was at one end of the boat and the tail was past the other end of the boat, so that's all I'm saying, between sort of 4.5, 5 metres.
They quickly pulled up the anchor and moved well away from the shark, thankfully unscathed. Australian football coach Graham Arnold has returned home an Iraqi hero. Arnie was mobbed by a new legion of fans after touching down at Sydney Airport, days after steering the Middle East nation to its first World Cup qualification in 4 decades.
To the beat of drums, a greeting party gathers at Sydney Airport. A welcome home for a former Socceroo coach, now a national. Needed a police escort through a patriotic football-mad crowd.
He's a national icon now. I won't be surprised if there's a statue for Mr. Arnold.
The celebrations have been non-stop since Iraq's momentous victory over Bolivia 5 days ago.
10 months have been tough, but been very enjoyable.
From the stadium in Mexico to the streets of Baghdad yesterday, and a victory lap for the team on a double-decker bus. Coach Arnold, with some Aussie assistance, was behind what's being called a miracle. Translators always at the ready and a war to contend with, winning 5 do-or-die matches to make it through.
46 million people, just to bring them joy, hopefully now going to the World Cup, it gives them so much pride and passion to enjoy this moment.
Football supporters down under may now have 2 teams to barrack for. The man they called Arnie was a Socceroo as a player and a coach. Now in Iraq, he's a legend with fans from across the world. Iraq's group includes a showdown with 2-time World Cup champions France, but Arnie is already a winner. Damien Ryan, NBN News.
More sport now with Adam Murray. And Adam, the Knights casualty ward has grown.
Good evening, Lauren. You can add another big name to the patient list, with Bradman Bear sidelined for a month. The latest on his injury next. Also ahead, Scones Jock Madden gets the Tigers home in a nail-biter. And 84,000 fans witness an Easter Monday thriller at the MCG.
At HCF, we're not for profit. So what are we for? Well, we're not for filling shareholders' pockets. We are for filling cavities. Totally. Keeping investors' bank balances healthy? No. Keeping minds healthy with the free Healthy Minds check-in? Big yes.
Unpack that.
Carry on. And why pay out our profits when we can give them back to members as benefits? So you get more. You get more. Yacht. A cat. You, over there. You get more.
You can cook Aldi's fresh Aussie broccoli however you like. To preserve its nutrients, we recommend steaming. Now on sale at an Aldi price. Aldi, good different.
This time of night, everyone jumps online. See, here at Aussie Broadband, some come for a good feed.
Like that.
Networking.
John, you're on mute.
Comment and subscribe.
Or, of course, quality family time. And as your local, internet, we plan for all of it. Purpose-built to react to your neighbourhood when it gets busy and make sure that there's always enough speed on tap for everyone. Aussie Broadband, the actual Aussie way.
And don't forget my cough syrup. Is it a dry or chesty cough? Hello?
With the Isuzu D-Max, even hard to get to turns into we just got there.
It's our responsibility to look after each other so all our community is healthy. Make a choice. Make a deadly choice.
At Tank World, we keep it Australian. We're proudly Australian-owned, and now you can save up to $600 on our slimline tanks for only $385. Keep it Australian. Tank World, owned by Australians, made for Australians. 1-800-6...
Take 10% off your new home and score a free energy saver pack. It's modern living with massive savings. Start building at domainhomes.com.au.
Need a skip in for renovations, yard cleanup or moving house? Call Skip the Tip. Build a tradie or home renovator. Call Skip the Tip. Small or large bins, we service all areas. So if you want to skip the tip, call Skip the Tip.
Go Harvey Norman for contemporary living, crafted for comfort, designed for modern living. Discover curated collections tailored to your unique space. Recline in effortless luxury. Entertain with timeless style. Find inspiration in every detail. In-store now at Harvey Norman.
Bradman Best has joined the list of stars in Newcastle's casualty ward after suffering a groin injury in the Knights' first win at home in 10 months. Coach Justin Holbrook already looks to have found a replacement after handing Wilson de Courcy a surprise NRL debut. The Knights have raced out to their best start to a season for more than a decade, beating 2 of the top 4 teams from last year in consecutive weeks. The Raiders, the latest to be left stunned.
All those boys are young and have never been in this situation before, so I've got to lead their way. I've got to lead them out of it.
Justin Holbrook's changes have been embraced in Newcastle. The side continuing to find ways to win without Kalen Ponga and Dylan Brown.
We've simplified our game and played to our strengths. Everyone's chipping in right across the board. There's not just one single person that's leading the way. Everyone's doing their job and it's making things a lot easier.
In yet another test for the squad. Rather than reshuffling his side yesterday, Holbrook turned to Wilson de Courcy, the 20-year-old slotting straight into the centres for a shock NRL debut.
Wilson's been terrific in New South Wales Cup for us, so it's a good opportunity for him to make his debut.
He's now in the box seat. At CommBank Stadium.
A packed house in Parramatta, there wasn't much for Tigers fans to cheer about early as Api Coruscant was put on report.
Coruscant, is that a hip drop?
The Eels hit back on the scoreboard.
Nice
start the second half. The Eels desperately trying to keep only galvanised Parramatta. 19th man Apatwaddle scoring twice on an unexpected NRL debut. Golden Point's the final twist in an Easter Monday
in Perth.
Absolute freak. I think he's been our best player, or just about our best player for the last few seasons now, and you know, he's
The week that Victor Radley is allowed to return to play, it was interesting to see Nick Politis at training today. Politis had to be talked out of sacking Radley, who was banned by the Roosters for a drug-related scandal. Radley's told his teammates he owes them.
He did say that. He definitely let us down for sure. And,
Might have a word to him or some of those boys, but no, mate, for me, I'm just going to hopefully let him unleash.
Another firebrand, Spencer Leniu. Origin spot.
He got the jump on you for the Kangaroos. Were you angry?
Oh, obviously, yeah, disappointed. Obviously, we always want to be around those teams and that sort of thing. And yeah, obviously that happens in rugby league sometimes. Blake's a great player, and yeah, there's been a good chance to play him this weekend, and that sort of thing.
Most special of them all. The Kings coach admits he's never seen fans rally around the side like they did in the overtime. Cricket. World, why he's one of the most damaging batters in the game. The Aussie belting 8 sixes, including one out of the ground for Bangalore, and his unbeaten 70 off just 25 balls. The Royal Challengers going on to beat Chennai by 43 runs. After the break, an American superstar
cheesy range is designed to deliver extreme cheese euphoria. A magnificent, melty, Moorish mood upgrade. It's the ultimate cheese hit from Domino's.
Hey, Rog, we got a Kia EV5. What do you reckon?
And again.
Break the cycle. There's a better breath way. Enjoy grind protection and freshness.
It works, and that's why Webster's vaccines are developed specifically for our tough conditions. Choose the unique 5-in-1 B12 combo or the 7-in-1. Most of the range stays effective for 50 days after opening, giving you the flexibility you need. Webster's vaccines, made for Australian sheep and cattle and the farmers that look after them. Available now at all leading rural stores.
Shows added due to demand. Split Ends, the Forever Ends Tour. Tickets at livenation.com.au.
$40,000 first prize.
The love, the support, the true enjoyment that I had on the track, I know everybody's having here, so I had a great time. Y'all fueled me. Y'all made this moment happen, so thank you.
Broken Hill-born medical student Femi Kamalafi won the men's. In Australia's opening two victories, including yesterday's 5-0 thumping of India. It's raining goals for us. Back home, the Jets' women's season came to an end yesterday afternoon. The match against Melbourne City looks set to end in a draw until the visitors struck with seconds remaining.
City with numbers forward, it's a chance for Turner!
That's pretty much sums up our season. We've fought so hard.
Difficult Trans Am races to finish 8th overall and 2nd in class at the Bathurst 6 Hour. Laws started at the rear of the their maiden appearance at the iconic event in less than a fortnight. The young guns will race for different teams. Stover is with a German Yamaha outfit and Edwards will be on board a Kawasaki. Both completed 2 days of testing at Le Mans last week. And Olympic NACRA 17 teammates Bryn after jumping the start in 2 fleet races. And Lauren, hopefully they can improve next time around.
Let's hope so. Thank you, Adam. We will have all of you.
Its 20 to 50% off bedroom sale is now on. Perfect time to create your dream bedroom for less. Plus, all long weekend, take an extra 10% off. Bedshed, no one's better in the bedroom.
With Ancestry DNA, I can explore deeper connections with the people and places from
Time you choose not to smoke, you improve your health. Download the new My Quit Buddy app and get support when you need it. Choose your heart.
Be more tank in the GWM Tank 300 plug-in hybrid.
Hungry Jack's snack.
Prices at Harvey Norman now.
APT Luxury Travel, everything to a T. Experience Canada and Alaska with a 22-day Rockies Odyssey and Alaska.
Won't you please, please help me, help me.
We've helped Australians for 100 years. Now we're helping protect and prepare them for the next 100.
It's been a relatively cool should follow this summer-like heat as a strong low and associated cold front just south of the country move through. While further north, Queensland could 31 at Nelson Bay. Taking a look at coastal conditions, 1 metre seas with a 1.5 metre swell. Tomorrow we'll see the low tide at around 5:45 in the morning, the high at 20 to 12, with the low returning at 5 in the afternoon. Sun to rise at 6:07 and setting at 5:42. A top of 31 degrees. Low of just 13 degrees, remaining dry there. 30 degrees the top in Gosford tomorrow after a low of 14, 27 on Wednesday, and clouds sticking with it.
Hello, I'm Deb Knight. Welcome to A Current Affair. Alan was riding home for the local shops on his mobility scooter when he was run down and killed by a teenage driver. It was a senseless loss of life, leaving Alan's family in shock. Then came the court case, one of the first under tough new adult crime, adult time laws.
The final moments of 76-year-old Alan Smiley's life will haunt his family and those who witnessed it for the rest.
Pure agony.
The unlicensed 17-year-old behind the wheel of the car that killed Alan Smiley was a repeat offender with a rap sheet dating back to the age of 12. He was driving under the influence of drugs when he scene, leaving Alan to die. But he didn't get far. Neighbours tackling him, making a citizen's arrest.
This kid's not a kid that's made a mistake. This kid, by the
A radio, have a beer, a punt and play the harmonica.
never said a bad word about anybody. Just very protective of his family, loved his family.
A friendly face in his community that everyone knew, including young mum Casey.
I am sorry for the loss. Thank you. Love them, that I love them.
Bayani Rosello was the driver of the other car involved in the crash.
All of a sudden, I remembered was some big explosion.
28.
You see it on the news, you see it on shows like this, but you don't understand until it happens to you how bad the system is. It feels like there is no justice, and it feels like life is cheap.
The maximum sentence that could have been asked for by prosecutors was 20 years, leaving victims asking why.
So I can ask him where is his adult crime, adult time. 'Cause it's not here.
$20,000 warehouse roof is left riddled with hundreds of holes, and its owner left with a huge repair bill. And the burning question, who wrecked my roof?
A pay dispute, a balaclava-clad midnight intruder, Riley, if you've got nothing to hide, talk to us. So, who did it?
Roof off. The roof was around $120,000, so it wasn't a small job.
The work was carried out in stages. At the end of each, Craig had the work checked by a building inspector and an independent roofer.
4 times we knocked them back because things weren't done to the building code.
Days during previous inspections still weren't fixed. The roof sheets were badly scratched.
I then said to him, Riley, be chasing his money, but we paid him virtually close to 90-odd% of the money that was owed to him. I was just following the guidance of my experts when to release the funds.
Then, 3 weeks later, this. A masked intruder climbs Craig's roof in the middle of the night.
And they've drilled 10 mil.
Hundreds of holes in the roof.
You need to speak to me, just talk to my lawyer.
Do you think this is the work of someone who knew what they were doing?
They know.
How did all of those holes get in that roof, Riley?
No, I said to you, if you need to speak to me, speak to the lawyer. Okay.
Riley, though, refused to provide the details of his lawyer. Come on, Riley. What kind of madman would do that?
Whoever did it thought, okay, we've squared up with him. So maybe it was the people we've paid, maybe it was the people they've...
Riley, why drive away?
Who did it, all right? Now, once upon a time, the place for making movie magic was Hollywood, but two best
But chances are you've seen some of their creations, even with one eye open.
You two would be very popular at Halloween.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
They've had their hands on the biggest names in film, played starring roles in blockbusters.
Yeah.
Nick and Paul met 40 years ago, brought together by a Sydney hobby store owner who recognised their common interests. There was only really one place which specialised in the craft.
We were drawn to Hollywood and America, and we did feel that that was the only place that we could grow.
Nick and Paul trained under the godfather of effects, Dick Smith, and a monster building competition had them hooked for life. The break came in TV, adverts like we've never seen them before. For these two self-confessed nerds, that changed everything. Now, over 70 films later, a massive warehouse not only acts as a workspace, but a place for their creations to call home.
We start building something, and when we see it on the big screen, that's one of the best feelings you can have. A lot of our creatures are Zeus, who's an Australian actor, Melbourne actor.
Among their credits, a famous baby.
that was quite realistic, and people, you know, in the film thought we.
Well, an Australian comic that's now coming to life. Months worth of work that will eventually take them on set to fit the
It's almost like Hollywood's here now. So it's almost like, in a way, we've come full circle.
That next evolution of artists come from from what we were doing and what we loved.
And what we initially them
makes us proud as well.
The two biggest nights of television are served. Final love twist.
Are you?
Two must-see nights. Next on 9.
Amart's Easter sale has arrived. Save 20 to 60% off absolutely everything store-wide. Plus, for a limited time only, spend $9.99 or more.
Get 40% off Cape, Cedarburg and Mountain Designs clothing. Excludes everyday club price products. Pay less so you can play more. Only at...
Everything that you need. I feel so good.
Start doing light and easy and lose weight without losing the joy of eating.
Easter is finally here. Bring the family together with a crowd favourite like pork or chicken sausage varieties, 550-gram 10 packs. Perfect for entertaining at a great Easter special. 2 packs for just $10, save $3.
So start with oomph, dollops and gulps of dairy farmers. This day's
Get $100 off this Bosch dishwasher, plus this sharp cordless vacuum. Easter doorbuster deals only at The Good Guys.
The future you're building is possible with Domain Homes.
Hey, come see Cardiff Select Cars and let us do a better deal for you.
Go Harvey Norman TV Run Out on now.
Arno's gone viral with his unusual snags that come in flavours you won't believe.
Jackson Miano isn't your average Aussie butcher.
Never trust a skinny butcher.
He does things differently.
You've got KFC, Mega Rang, ham and pineapple.
Yeah.
Snack? Hell yeah, let's go. Did somebody say Big Mac and a sausage? Well, you bloody well should have.
And now business is booming at the Bell. At the humble family-run shop.
And his popularity is putting you guys to work too.
Oh, definitely, definitely. The shop's picked up a lot and we're just on the run all the time.
We've got to give the people what they want. That's what we're here for.
Jackson took over the business 3 years ago.
And just remember, guys, we're not here to take part. We're here to take hold.
Paid off.
12 months ago, I wouldn't think we'd be making the amount of sausages and serving the amount of customers we are now, put it that way. We get people travelling from everywhere. Going to make an ACA sausage.
Let me guess. There's got to be a bit of beef in it.
Yep.
Bit spicy.
A little bit.
And very cheesy.
Very cheesy. Sweet baby cheeses, always.
Mixed in with some secret herbs and spices.
Alrighty, now, Sarisha,
yep.
Come on.
Bonnies filled with meat.
Most important part, we're going to slip on the slinky.
Oh.
What do you reckon? Natural pig.
I don't think I could do this every morning at 5 a.m. Like, there's a lot happening, Jackson.
There's a bit going on.
Of course, we can't leave without a taste test.
Do you know what, Jackson? You are meeting my expectations.
I love it.
You like that one?
Here, it's clear.
Wake up with Carl and Sarah.
The majestic four-wheel drive, shackled to a life in the suburbs. But now there's an insurance policy that frees the four-wheel drive with cover anywhere you can legally go in Australia. How do I know if it's the best?
The Aldi prices.
You don't have to.
Fun, worries none. Boating, camping, fishing is BCFing fun. Hey!
Hungry Jack's snack wraps. Crispy, juicy, 100% Aussie chicken. Wrapped up for only $3.95 with 3 delicious sauces. It's tender snack wrap time at Hungry Jack's.
Lawyers a lawyer would choose. Carolyn O'Day.
Coming up in NBN News, Ben Robert-Smith to be charged with 5 counts of war crimes murder. A search underway for a fisherman missing off the Coffs Coast. Artemis 2 makes history, taking astronauts further than ever before. And Newcastle's Ronald McDonald House marks a momentous anniversary.
Miss out, it is at Domain Homes today.
Heartburn and indigestion can be unpredictable, whether it's chest burning, for clearance throat prices burning, across the entire or stomach 2025 discomfort. range. All
Gaviscon
screens on sale
Dual
from
Action
OLED to
starts to
mini
work in
LED,
just 4
up to
minutes
100
and forms
inch.
a
All the
barrier.
big brands, but
Fast,
hurry once we sell out,
long-lasting,
they're
soothing
gone.
relief.
Best prices at Harvey
Gaviscon.
Norman now.
Anaconda's Easter Holiday Payless sale is now on. Keep more cold with the 80-litre dual zone fridge for just $399. Ideal for road trips, camping or extra space at home. Pay less so you can play more. Only at Anaconda.
Who wants to go on a holiday? Get your bids in right now. Explore Port Stephens for the price you choose to pay and see more for less with travel auctions. Escape to Aspen Holidays, Koala Shores and spend your days fishing, kayaking or enjoying beautiful sunsets over the creek. You name
Tomorrow
your price
night,
and if you're
good
successful,
things come to
hello
those who
holiday.
wait.
Bid now on 1300 656573 or SMS 0409 bid and bid win go.
Running empty's a bit of a pain.
At Origin, we're helping you keep your LPG topped up with simple orders through our app. That's all kinds of useful.
Love hearing from you.
At HCF,
I'm Deb
we're
Knight.
not for
Thanks for your
profit.
company.
So what
from
are
the
we
team,
for?
enjoy
Well,
your
we're
evening.
not fulfilling shareholders' pockets. We are fulfilling cavities. Totally. Keeping investors' bank balances healthy? No. Keeping minds healthy with the free Healthy Minds check-in? Big yes.
Unpack that.
Carry on. And why pay out our profits when we can give them back to members as benefits? So you get more. You get more. You're a cat. You, over there, you get more.
Should we tell them
that Subway's got sweet deals?
No! That swing it left actually means swing it right.
Nah.
Subway value snack range from $2.70.
Sub, yeah.
You want me to do it?
Sammy? Oh. Your mic's on?
Master Foods?
Unfortunately, something's gone wrong.
If a medical error has left you worse off, the world can feel like a lonely place. But Slater & Gordon's medical law experts could help you get the compensation you deserve.
Battle by battle, you will be eliminated.
Sounds like fun. 81 Aussies begin. One survives.
Let's chill.
Surfing. Hashtag.
Throwaway zone. Pass.
The Floor. Starts Sunday, April 19 on 9. All right, here we go. So much good stuff on Stan. Oh, yeah, the miniature wife. This looks awesome. Oh, Elizabeth Banks, I love her. Oh, and that bloke. He's great. You beauty.
Carl, early start tomorrow. Get some sleep, little man.
Little man?
I've set the alarm. Nighty-night.
Little man.
Sign up for Stan's massive new show, The Miniature Wife. Starts April 9.
Chesty cough and chest congestion teaming up on you? For double trouble, try new Strepsils Herbal Chesty Cough. The dual relief liquid helps clear mucus to relieve a cough and clear congestion. Try new Strepsils Herbal Liquid. Or when a dry cough and a sore throat team up, try new Strepsils Herbal Dry Cough Liquid for triple relief.
Who wants to go on a holiday, holiday, holiday? Get your bids in right now.
To be charged with 5
Explore
counts
Port
of
Stephens for the price you choose to pay and see more for less with travel options. Escape to Aspen Holidays, Koala Shores and spend your days fishing, kayaking or enjoying beautiful sunsets over the creek. You name your price and if you're successful, hello holiday.
Bid now on 1300 656573 or SMS 0409 bid and bid win go.
A war hero arrested. The fall of Ben Roberts-Smith, from Victoria Cross winner to accused war criminal. The dramatic arrest and what comes next.
Enjoy crime protection and freshness 24/7 so the guests can come anytime. Try Breath now.
Stay in the driver's seat.
Hungry Jack's snack wraps are crispy, juicy, 100% Aussie chicken.
Navigate the life
only
you want
$3.95
at Tarrawal
with
Glen
3
Apartments.
delicious sauces. It's tender
You don't
snack
have
wrap
to
time
do that
at
here.
Hungry Jack's.
You don't have to do that here.
At Aldi prices.
How do I know if it's the best? You don't have to
At
check
Aldi
them.
prices.
No need to check twice. You don't have to check them. That's Aldi prices. Aldi, good but different. No need to check twice. You get quality for less. That's Aldi prices.
Welcome to the dark side.
Aldi, hit different.
Need a moment to unwind? Let Botanica's nature-inspired fragrances set the mood.
Good news.
Infused with aromatic clary sage from the fields of Provence.
Scooch over.
Botanica,
Get that
inspired
Disney
by
Plus
nature.
energy with Energy Australia.
Have you tried
Enjoy 12 months of Disney Plus standard on us when you switch to Flexi Plan and stay.
With 25 times
When
more
my dad
collagen
died, I was
peptides,
left
it
practically
visibly
nothing.
lifts
I was so
skin
hurt
and
and
reduces deep
confused.
wrinkles
So I spoke to
in just
Balboshev.
28 days.
They've seen it
Olay
all
Super
before.
Collagen for lifted skin.
Balboshev sorted it out.
Tripper
Thanks,
Deal's
Balboshev.
15th birthday
Get
sale
it
is
sorted.
on now.
Call Bale
Experience
Boshev Lawyers.
Vietnam and Cambodia Discovery from $2,699, including flights. Plus, save $150 per person at checkout. Discover the cultures of 2 incredible bucket list destinations on a small group tour. Cruise the emerald waters of Halong Bay. Visit colourful Hoi An. Explore ancient Angkor Wat and more. Hurry, sale ends April 21. Search Tripper Deal now.
At Cameron Glen, you have the freedom to live independently and access support when you need it. Villas are available right now, so inquire today to arrange an inspection. Live each day your way at Cameron Glen. Go online to find out more.
David, you are everything I wanted and more. I love you, David.
In a television event, the most emotional.
You're my best friend, my safe space. I love you.
I've come to realise there's doubt in my mind.
Final vows.
I can say with absolute certainty that we're soulmates.
Stella?
Are you? Speak now. A must see.
Tonight, one of Australia's most decorated soldiers, Victoria Cross recipient Ben Roberts-Smith, charged with 5 war crime murders. History made, the Artemis II astronauts loop around the moon and go further into space than any human has before. A young man facing a murder charge following an alleged stabbing on the Central Coast. The Prime Minister heading to Singapore as part of efforts to shore up fuel and fertiliser supplies. And Kyle Flanagan returns from concussion. Can he help save his father's coaching career?
This is NBN News with Natasha Beyersdorf.
Good evening. He led some of Australia's most dangerous defence missions. But tonight, former SAS soldier Ben Roberts-Smith is behind bars in a Sydney police station. After a high-level investigation, the Victoria Cross recipient has been charged with 5 counts of war crime murder, accused of killing innocent civilians during the Afghanistan conflict.
Australia's most decorated living soldier, Ben Roberts-Smith, always an imposing figure, and today towering over police as they let him off a plane from Brisbane. He was under arrest, accused of war crime murder. The AFP made their move knowing he was flying into Sydney on what was meant to be a family holiday. Passengers on
Coming
board
up in NBN News, former
unaware they were
SAS soldier
witnessing
Ben
a national
Roberts-Smith to be
hero
charged with
being
5
escorted
counts of
onto
war
the
crimes
tarmac by
murder.
officers.
The search for a fisherman missing off the Coffs Coast.
we looked outside and there was
makes
2
history,
AFP
taking astronauts
cars.
further than ever
And then
before.
we,
A nasal
after that, we
spray
saw
taking the sting out
men
of
get
flu
taken
jabs for
into one of the
kids
cars
under
and his
5.
family followed
Also,
behind.
dueling
In the
kangaroos
group, a
created
woman
early
believed to
morning
be
ruckus in
Roberts-Smith's
Hunter Wine
longtime
Country.
girlfriend,
And our stars
Sarah
shine
Matchell.
at the Australian Open Age Swimming
It is a bit of a shock to see the commotion.
The Victoria Cross recipient was driven away to Mascot Police Station as the Federal Police Commissioner called a snap news conference and dropped the bombshell.
Good afternoon. A former Australian Defence Force member has today been arrested and will be charged with 5 counts of war crime murder after a joint investigation between the Office of the Special Investigator and the AFP.
The alleged crimes were committed in war-torn Afghanistan, but the victims were not the enemy, but innocent, unarmed civilians.
It will be alleged the victims were shot by the accused or shot by subordinate members of the ADF in the presence of and acting on the orders of the accused.
In 2009, it's alleged Roberts-Smith machine-gunned an Afghan detainee with a prosthetic leg and ordered a rookie soldier to execute a second man. In 2012, it's alleged he kicked an Afghan civilian off a cliff and ordered a member of his team to shoot him dead. In another incident in the same year, Roberts-Smith allegedly oversaw the execution of 2 more Afghans. Before today, Ben Roberts-Smith has our political is steer a political battle.
I have no intention of
are incredible people serving this nation and playing an extremely difficult role.
But One Nation's Pauline Hanson was steadfast in her support. I will not abandon him like so many other politicians. In his hometown Perth, the RSL questioning the timing of his arrest.
We're 3 weeks out from Anzac Day, the point in time where the nation stops and reflects of the hundreds and thousands of men and women that have served this nation, so why now?
At his family home, his parents maintaining their silence. Today's development followed a 5-year investigation, not just by police. Nine investigative reporter Nick McKenzie has been on the case from the beginning, talking to some of Ben Roberts-Smith's comrades who will now be witnesses.
This is not about the fog of war, this is not about the heat of battle, and those making the allegations are soldiers who served alongside Ben Roberts-Smith.
The allegations suggest he might not have been alone, and the special investigator who was key to today's arrest says he's not yet finished in his mission to bring to account any Australian soldier who may have allegedly committed a war crime.
Wherever the evidence leads, that's where we'll go.
Late this afternoon, Ben Roberts-Smith was charged and will spend the night in custody. For a man who spent his life serving his country, could now spend the rest of his life behind bars. Damien Ryan, NBN News.
Today's dramatic developments are the latest chapter in one of the biggest falls from grace in Australian history. Ben Roberts-Smith once rubbed shoulders with kings and queens before spending years fighting a losing battle to protect his legacy.
Ben Roberts-Smith joined the army at the age of 18, but it was a decade later, on the treacherous battlefields of Afghanistan, that his fearsome reputation was truly forged. The corporal served 6 deployments to Afghanistan as a member of the elite SAS, becoming Australia's most decorated serviceman from the prolonged conflict. In 2011, then Governor-General Quentin Bryce bestowed Australia's highest military honour on the fated war hero.
To be presented the Victoria Cross for Australia
Corporal Benjamin Robert Smith.
You bring our hearts to soar.
From here, the soldier became a sought-after celebrity, a motivator and mentor. He rubbed shoulders not just with Australia's political elite, but was also at the beck and call of royalty.
Something that I'll obviously remember for a long time.
In 2013, he was named Australia's Father of the Year before pivoting to a new career in television.
There was a fine art to being a bomb thrower, and this is where Leonard Keysor came into his own. Using his cricketing skills, he'd hurl the bombs back that the enemy sent in.
With the backing of Channel 7's then chairman, noted military buff Kerry Stokes, Robert Smith tried his hand as a TV presenter before becoming an executive at the network. But it was in 2017 when his polished image suffered the first chink in its armour, with evidence published in Nine's newspapers, The Age and Sydney Morning Herald, suggesting Robert Smith might not be the hero Australia believed. Investigative reporter Nick McKenzie went on to file a number of award-winning stories for 60 Minutes, where other members of the SAS gave damning testimony about what they witnessed their brother-in-arms do in Afghanistan.
You don't win insurgencies on body counts. Yet, here's a guy who thinks he's going to win the war in Afghanistan by killing as many people as he can.
Amidst the barrage of damaging reports, Ben Robert Smith did what he was renowned for and fought back.
Their story is simply false. Their evidence is completely baseless.
There were public denials and privately a witch hunt to uncover who had spoken out against him. Secret recordings capturing his panicked phone calls.
I'm 100%, I stick to the code, mate, 100%, and I have. So all the that's going on, I'm still probably the only that hasn't spoken.
But the hits kept coming, including revelations Ben Robert Smith buried one of his children's pink lunchboxes in a backyard containing a USB stick allegedly packed with incriminating material and evidence of trophy killings. And after that, Afghan witnesses to his alleged war crime murders came forward to corroborate what Australian soldiers had already said about the day the 2-metre-tall commando allegedly kicked an innocent civilian, Ali Jan, off a cliff with his hands bound.
He was standing there when the soldier kicked him with the tip of his boot like this. His hands were tied up.
And specifically, which soldier was that?
The big one.
By this time, Ben Robert Smith had declared war on Nine and journalists Nick McKenzie and Chris Masters, suing them for defamation. But his attempts at returning fire only saw the soldier shoot himself in the foot.
In light of my conclusions, each proceeding must be dismissed.
A federal court judge threw out the case, ruling that on the balance of probabilities, it had actually been proved that Ben Robert Smith was a war criminal who murdered unarmed Afghan civilians. Justice Anthony Basanko said Robert Smith, himself the son of a Supreme Court justice, had disgraced his country Australia and the Australian Army by his conduct as a member of the SASR in Afghanistan.
Today is a day of justice. It's a day of justice for those brave men of the SAS who stood up and told the truth about who Ben Robert Smith is. A war criminal, a bully and a liar.
2 subsequent appeals were also dismissed, leaving Ben Robert Smith and his financial backer, Kerry Stokes, with an estimated legal bill of $25 million. It was a monumental defeat, but remarkably, even more is now on the line. Tom Steinford, NBN News.
The criminal charges for Ben Robert Smith have been a long time coming. Here's National Affairs Editor Andrew Probyn.
Ben Robert Smith's imposing figure has long cast a shadow over Australia's contribution to the war in Afghanistan. He's Australia's most famous, most decorated living soldier, and now he's an accused murderer. 6 years ago, when the Inspector General of the Australian Defence Force detailed allegations of war crimes in Afghanistan, it unfairly stained the honourable service of thousands of defence personnel. That investigation now faces its ultimate reckoning before a judge and jury.
To other news now, and it's almost mission accomplished for Artemis 2. The crew bound for Earth after a historic slingshot around the far side of the moon. The astronauts travelling deeper into space than any human has before.
Today, for all humanity, you're pushing beyond that frontier.
And with that, the Artemis crew went deeper into space than any humans before them, hurtling past Apollo 13's 1970 record of 400,171 kilometres from Earth.
We most importantly choose this moment to challenge this generation and the next to make sure this record is not long-lived.
The late Jim Lovell was the commander on Apollo 13, one of his silk patches with the crew today, and this message recorded by Lovell 2 months before his death in August last year.
It's a historic day, and I know how busy you'll be, but don't forget to enjoy the view.
And what a view, even from an iPhone. Commander Reid Wiseman zooming in, capturing this detailed image of the surface from the Orion capsule.
You really felt like you weren't in a capsule. You'd been transported to the far side of the moon, and it really just bent your mind.
There was also a view of a crescent Earth, the moon in the foreground, and then a goodbye from the far side for a planned communication blackout.
To all of you down there on Earth and around Earth, we love you.
Silence at mission control for an agonising 45 minutes. It was over this time the Artemis mission was at its closest to the surface, just over 6,500 kilometres away, and the furthest from Earth, more than 406,000 kilometres. For comparison, the International Space Station is only 420 kilometres from Earth. With a flash of the screen, the Artemis mission was back online, the crew looking to the future.
We will explore, we will build ships, we will visit again.
A sentiment echoed by the US President, who called the astronauts.
We'll plant our flag once again, and this time we won't just leave footprints, we'll establish a permanent presence on the moon, and we'll push on to Mars.
But the next stop is Earth.
The journey home will take the Artemis crew 4 days, with splashdown scheduled for Saturday in the Pacific, off the coast of Southern California.
So many milestones and moments, this among the most special. The crew saying they want to name a crater after the late wife of Artemis Commander Reid Wiseman after her death from cancer.
It's a bright spot on the moon. And we would like to call it Carol.
In the United States, Reid Butler, NBN News.
A multi-agency search is underway for a man swept off rocks while fishing north of Coffs Harbour. Emergency services called to Emerald Beach at around 7:30 last night. The Westpac rescue helicopter spent 2 hours searching the area, with the RFS, Marine Rescue Police and Surf Lifesavers continuing the effort today. The 32-year-old man is believed to be from Timor-Leste. The search is expected to resume tomorrow. Work has finally started at Newcastle's old post office, just 24 hours before the development consent was due to lapse. Developer and hotel mogul Dr. Jerry Schwartz on hand for the occasion, the latest step in the building's long-planned overhaul.
Getting his hands dirty. Developer Dr. Jerry Schwartz says he's so keen to get work underway at Newcastle's old post office, he's on the tools himself.
I've got to do my contribution, not only pushing pens, but also pushing mallets.
After the state government signed off on plans late last month, initial demolition work has begun at the iconic building, which Dr. Schwartz bought in 2018.
That permission took over 2 years, and it's actually just come through now. It's the paperwork involved and the bureaucracy that's been involved.
His grand plan for the building includes a conference centre and 2 major exhibition spaces, a miniature Newcastle and a first-of-its-kind Aboriginal medical museum.
It is very important for our next generations that they understand what was to what is today.
Dr. Schwartz wants most of that complete in the next 18 months, but right now only around a week's worth of demolition work can be carried out in non-heritage areas.
These reports have to be looked at by council.
The building itself has been in disrepair for decades, repeated thefts and a damaged roof only making matters worse.
Because the copper downpipes were removed, that meant that all the water just seeped through and not only ruined the columns, the sandstone columns, and eroded them, but also damaged all the timber beams.
Lauren Kempe,
Leave it to them.
NBN News.
For the second time in less than 3 weeks, Bennett's Green's Urban Empire store has been broken into with around $100,000 worth of collectible cards stolen on Sunday night. The owner has offered a $10,000 reward and is asking for anyone with information about those captured on CCTV to contact them. It follows a separate break and enter on March 19, where 2 men in blue coveralls stole 300 Pokemon cards. Police are investigating both incidents. The fuel crisis didn't make for a quiet Easter long weekend on our roads as police cracked down on bad behaviour. Drink driving charges did remain stable compared to last year, following 14,000 breath tests across the Hunter and around 7,500 on the Central Coast. But the coast saw a 15% jump in alleged speeding offences.
One driver was detected at 191 kilometres an hour in a 70 zone. He was a provisional licence holder, and that offence was at Summersby.
5 crashes that caused injury occurred in each region, while there was a fatality at Merriwa in the Upper Hunter on Sunday. Police are warning northern New South Wales residents about an expected rise in fuel theft as prices continue to rise. It follows the arrest of a man and a woman accused of stealing diesel from excavators at a Newcastle construction site on Sunday. Police chased a ute seen leaving the site before it crashed into a stone bollard. A 30-year-old man's due back in court later this month. A 31-year-old woman has been issued with a court attendance notice. After being closed to traffic for 5 years, a road connecting the Upper Hunter and the Liverpool Plains has officially reopened. A close to $50 million project, Coulson's Creek Road provides a critical link for primary producers.
It's the lifeblood of the community, connecting the Liverpool Plains to the Upper Hunter, and for 5 years it's been closed to traffic. Coulson's Creek Road, a critical route between Willow Tree and Merriwa, officially reopening today.
This is about getting workers and family members home to their families and friends safer, quicker and more efficiently.
A $48.26 million collaborative project between state, federal and local government.
We're doing a lot of work with councils as well, and part of that has been supporting them in that ability to get funding and the ability to make sure that the geotechnical fixes are actually going to work in the longer term.
Roadworks were completed in 2019, but the 82-kilometre stretch suffered significant damage due to severe weathering and landslips. The road splintered in two, closing the road to all traffic in January 2021.
The geological damage that happened to the road was extensive, so obviously that geotechnical issue really created a lot of challenges.
Improved drainage, protection against rock falls, new safety barriers, signage and line markings ensuring road safety for years to come.
We commenced work on this in about March or April 2024, so for a project of this scale to be constructed within 2 years really has been quite excellent.
With the rising cost of fuel, the reopening of Coulson's Creek Road is a lifeline for primary producers and motorists, putting an end to an hour-and-a-half-long detour.
Most importantly, this is one that will ensure better freight productivity.
Molly Matthews, NBN News.
It was an interesting time and place to sort out their differences, but these two kangaroos were spotted duking it out near the front door of a Colburn home just after 3:30 this morning.
Oh, that hasn't happened before.
The early morning biff continued for close to 10 minutes before they eventually got tired and hopped away. Let's take a quick look at the top temperatures across the region today. Very warm once again into the low 30s in the valley, 31 on the coast at Lake Macquarie. You're watching NBN News. Still ahead, a Central Coast street becomes a crime scene after an alleged stabbing. The US president doubles down on his threat to attack Iran's power plants. And a fire beneath a bridge takes a devastating turn for the worse.
Refresh your window furnishings and save at Carpet Court. Save $100 when you spend $1,000 on blinds, shutters, curtains and shears. And the more you spend, the more you save. Hurry, Carpet Court's window furnishing spend and save event is on now.
Aldi prices just got Aldier, with over 300 products now reduced. Like apple juice, frozen spinach, this, that, those. Not that. Aldi, good different.
Hungry Jack's is bringing home the bacon. The OG Baconator. Flame-grilled Aussie beef. Sizzling bacon. On bacon. On bacon. On more bacon. The Baconator range. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
Introducing Care Clinic by Terry White Chemmart for busy families who need a little extra care. Book your flu vaccination at a Care Clinic today. Available online, on our app or walk in. Terry White Chemmart, dedicated to care.
Extreme hair damage versus 3-minute miracle. Who's going to win? This is Pantene Miracles, and this is how it repairs 3 months of damage in 3 minutes. My hair wins thanks to the Pro-V formula with collagen. New Pantene Miracles, now also available in Hyaluron.
It's Target's Big Brand Toy Sale and more, with 20% off toys from these big brands, including Lego, Barbie, Hot Wheels and Fisher-Price, plus 20% off all kids' fleece and sleepwear. T's and C's apply. Shop now and get playtime right on Target.
Get into Kia for incredible value on electric vehicles. The EV5 now from $49,990 drive away, and the EV3 now from just $46,990 drive away. See your local Kia dealer today.
Kia, movement that inspires.
For top quality meals, you need premium cookware. You can get premium cookware for free by shopping at Woolies. Just scan your Everyday Rewards card and you'll earn 1 credit for every $20 you spend. Shop to upgrade yours for free.
Welcome to the dark side.
And you
For 3! In the laundry!
Good news. The popcorn made it. Come on, scooch over. Remote, Stat.
Get that Disney Plus energy with Energy Australia. Enjoy 12 months of Disney Plus standard on us when you switch to FlexiPlan and stay.
Go Harvey Norman. Define your style with our exclusive contemporary furniture. Entertain in style with the latest in modern design. Leather luxury made for effortless comfort and style. Mix pattern and texture for bedroom bliss. Transform your space with statement pieces at Harvey Norman now.
Welcome to the new home of Modular Building in the Hunter Valley, with 3-bed homes from $240,000 and 4-bed homes from $270,000. Campfield Drive, Heatherbrae, or visit huntervalleymodularhomes.com.au.
A young man remains behind bars tonight, charged with murder following an alleged stabbing on the Central Coast. Police say 2 men were involved in an altercation last night, the events leaving neighbours shaken.
Police tape marking the scene of an alleged fatal stabbing in a residential street at Budgewoi. Police say around 8 p.m, officers were called to a home on Buff Point Avenue after 2 men, believed to be known to each other, became involved in an altercation. A 42-year-old man was allegedly stabbed and later died at the scene. A 20-year-old man was arrested and taken to Gosford Police Station, where he was charged with murder. Fronting court today, he made no application for bail and is due to reappear at Wyong Court on May 26. Detectives, meanwhile, returned to the scene, gathering evidence as they work to piece together exactly what happened. This incident has rattled the neighbourhood. One elderly woman who lives alone told us she was so frightened she locked every door in her house last night, while a teenage girl said she witnessed the frightening scene from her bedroom. Police say their investigation continues and there's no ongoing threat to the community. Lauren Evans, NBN News.
A driver's been taken to hospital after a truck fire on the mid-coast. Emergency services were called to the Pacific Highway at Narong about 2 p.m, arriving to find the prime mover alight. The cabin was destroyed and the blaze also sparked a small grass fire nearby. The driver, a man in his 30s, was taken to Maitland Hospital suffering smoke inhalation. The US President is keeping all options on the table as his latest Iran deadline looms. The regime is refusing the suggestion of a temporary ceasefire, claiming it would only allow the US to rebuild its strength. Donald Trump says America could pull out now, but wants to stay to finish the job.
Donald Trump with a giant Easter bunny and a worldwide audience all ears for the latest on Iran.
Unfortunately, the American people would like to see us come home. If it were up to me, I'd take the oil, I'd keep the oil, I would make plenty of money.
He says Iran's made a significant proposal, but it's not good enough.
They're very good bullshit artists.
Insisting the deadline tomorrow stands.
We have to have a deal that's acceptable to me. We want free traffic of oil and everything else.
And if those terms aren't met,
the entire country can be taken out in one night. We have a plan where every bridge in Iran will be decimated by 12 o'clock tomorrow night, where every power plant will be out of business, burning, exploding, and never to be used again.
Any attack on civilian infrastructure is a violation of international law.
The US president thinks some Iranians would understand.
They would be willing to suffer that in order to have freedom. They want us to keep bombing.
Donald Trump also giving a blow-by-blow of the daring mission to save 2 US airmen after their F-15 fighter jet was shot down over southwestern Iran. The pilot rescued first.
For 7 hours at times facing very, very heavy enemy fire.
The mission to save the weapons systems officer even more complicated. Stranded for 45 hours and 56 minutes. 155 aircraft involved in the operation.
He scaled cliff faces, treated his own wounds, and contacted American forces to transmit his location.
He sent a message, God is good.
Iran tonight reportedly rejecting a 45-day ceasefire proposal. Donald Trump still sour about allies on the sidelines.
You know who else didn't help us? Australia.
And won't say what tomorrow will bring.
Are you winding this down?
Can't tell you.
Or are you escalating
I can't tell you. I don't know.
In London, Hannah Sinclair, NBN News.
Australia will be trading on its reputation as Asia's food bowl to secure critical supplies of fuel and fertiliser. But farmers are urging the federal government to secure deals quickly or risk losing the produce that is so valuable to the region.
For a nation that built its prosperity on the back of a beast,
great job, Angus. All right, that's good enough for us.
Australia is now seeking to use its modern-day exports to ride a global crisis affecting primary industry.
They, of course, need affordable and reliable supplies of fuel, and particularly diesel.
The Prime Minister soon off to Singapore, a major supplier of refined fuels, but also a big consumer of liquefied natural gas, which Australia has in abundance.
The certainty of those clear, close relationships is more important than ever.
Australia is a very reliable supplier and it's a very reliable customer.
Australian farms export about 80% of what they produce, but farmers rely heavily on shipped diesel for machinery and imported fertiliser to boost yields.
There will clearly be impacts on production and volumes of production, and that means we have to think carefully about, what happens to that product.
If you're going to use the word crisis, it has to be used with fertiliser because we can't get nitrogen-based fertilisers.
Indonesia, which takes a lot of Australian beef, grain and fresh produce, has issued quiet assurances its fertiliser exports will be unaffected.
We have been relying around 60% of our urea comes through the Middle East, so this is about securing supplies elsewhere across the globe.
The problems cascading from the closure of a single waterway in the Middle East will surprise many. Australia will be able to diversify trade, but the reality is that until the Strait of Hormuz is reopened, there'll be many more disruptions. Andrew Probyn, NBN News.
Coming up next, a driver learns his fate for hitting a young e-scooter rider at Lake Macquarie. Savannah Guthrie makes an emotional return to TV months after her mother's disappearance. And 35 years of helping kids and families, a milestone for Newcastle's Ronald McDonald House.
Boating, camping, fishing is PCF and fun. Exactly what that means will change for everyone. Bus stop's fun, powered sites fun, worries none. Boating, camping, fishing is PCF and fun. Hey!
At Spotlight, save a massive 20 to 50% off store-wide, including Manchester home decor, fabric sewing, yarn, party curtains and blinds. Yes, that's 20 to 50% off store-wide. Sale on now. At Spotlight, it's what you make it. Discounts apply to full-price products. Excludes clearance. See website for details.
What choices do you make to ensure healthy, happy families among our mob?
It's our responsibility to look after each other so all our community is healthy. Make a choice. Make a deadly choice. Get your 715 health check today.
Quitting smoking is hard, but every time you choose not to smoke, you improve your health. Download the new My Quit Buddy app and get support when you need it. Choose your heart.
Yeah, to me.
Find tools and support to quit. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Tripadeal's birthday sale is on now. Experience Hawaii, Tahiti and South Pacific cruise from $4,799. Relax in Honolulu, then sail through French Polynesia and more. Search Tripadeal now.
Terry White Chemmart has real deals on all your favourite brands like Bioglan Magnesium Plus Ashwagandha, Blackmore's Magnum and Centrum Multivitamin. Get real deals every day at Terry White Chemmart, dedicated to care.
I'm snapping now and saying cheese. So they get inspired. How about that?
And he was the fastest one in the world, and then his friend started winning, and then he was getting up now like, and he was going so fast.
Unfortunately, something's gone wrong.
If a medical error has left you worse off, the world can feel like a lonely place. But Slater & Gordon's medical law experts could help you get the compensation you deserve.
At Tank World, we keep it Australian. We're proudly Australian owned, and now you can save $500 on our 23,650 litre tank from only $27.85. Keep it Australian. Tank World, owned by Australians, made for Australians. 1-800 68 69 70.
Are you thinking al fresco and looking for something simple? Call HV Aluminium.
Are you looking for something stylish? Call HV Aluminium.
Or are looking for ideas to design something stunning?
If you're thinking al fresco, call or visit HV Aluminium New Lambton, 1800 801 572.
The family of a Lake Macquarie teenager killed in a hit-and-run crash have called for legal reform after the driver was today handed a discounted sentence. Bryson Domovsky was found catastrophically injured 6 hours after being struck, with a judge today pinning the delay on Jacob Gemza wanting to keep his licence.
Stepping away from Newcastle District Court, Bryson Domovsky's family bearing grief no one should bear.
He's full of life. His friends described him as everyone's best mate. And he had a way of leaving people better than he found them.
The 14-year-old was left for dead after being struck by a car driven by Jacob Gemza while riding an e-scooter at Warners Bay in July 2023. Gemza, then 21, had had 3 full-strength schooners at a local pub, bought another drink to take home and was distracted by his phone before crossing into the breakdown lane on Macquarie Road and hitting Bryson. Gemza returned to the scene in the aftermath but did not alert authorities to the crash until he learned of a Facebook post about the teen hours later.
We were told the driver simply panicked. But panic lasts seconds. What followed were decisions, cold, callous decisions to choose self-preservation over the needs of a dying child.
Gemza's been behind bars since November on dangerous driving and failed to stop charges. Today, the sentencing judge said there was no doubt that for several hours the offender thought only of himself, labelling Gemza's conduct after he left the scene reprehensible and his failure to contact police unconscionable. Judge Paul Maher also appealed to commuters to turn their phones off before driving, arguing it was as much the case of a car as a mobile phone to kill a child. The maximum penalty for both of Jacob Gemza's offences was 10 years in prison. Today he was handed a minimum of 3 years and 3 months in jail, meaning he could be eligible for parole by February 2029.
3 years, 3 months? If that was your family, you tell me if that's justice.
The Domovskys' devastated Gemza was handed a discounted sentence after pleading guilty 2 years after Bryson's death.
We're calling on the Attorney General, Michael Daly, to review these laws, because you should never be rewarded for leaving the scene of a crash.
Sarah Iuliano, NBN News.
An earthquake, heavy rain and flash flooding in recent days have claimed the lives of at least 110 people in Afghanistan. Around 1,000 homes have been destroyed. More than 325 kilometres of road has been damaged, isolating many areas and hindering rescue efforts. A massive explosion has sent a wall of flame surging over the Bridge of the Americas, which spans the Panama Canal. The fireball was fuelled by 3 tanker trucks parked beneath it and was so intense the bridge has been shut down. At least 1 person was killed. For the first time since her 84-year-old mother disappeared, Savannah Guthrie has returned to her role as host of America's Today Show. She received a warm welcome from fans who gathered outside the New York studios.
These signs are so beautiful. You guys have been so beautiful. I've received so many letters, so much kindness to me and my whole family, and we feel it. And we feel your prayers.
Nancy Guthrie has been missing since early February. One of the most influential people in the world of finance is now warning of higher global inflation and interest rates. Chris Kohler reports.
Jamie Dimon is perched right at the tippy top of Wall Street. He's been the CEO of JP Morgan for 20 years, and today he used his annual shareholder letter to tell everyone how worried he is. He sees a strong chance of higher inflation and interest rates as a result of the war with Iran, and his economists have recently pointed out that an oil shock sparked 4 of the last 5 global recessions. So now we're all suitably worried too. Thanks, Jamie. His words didn't do much to dampen the mood on the market today, though. The ASX 200 had its best day in weeks, with mining companies particularly strong and Guzman y Gomez jumping almost 19% after its quarterly sales update beat expectations. The Australian dollar is buying 69 US cents and 60 euro cents, and Bitcoin briefly rallied above 70,000 US dollars before sliding back a bit. It has dropped a long way. It's almost half as valuable as it was in October.
It's helped thousands of sick kids and their families. And today, Ronald McDonald House, Newcastle, marked a milestone. Its 35-year anniversary, a chance to say thank you to those who've given up their time to support people in their darkest hours.
With a smile that could light up a room on any given day, 4-year-old Tate Alexander has made this one a lot brighter for more than 250 of them.
So Tate was diagnosed with B-cell leukemia in April of 2024, yes, when he was 2.5 years old.
After living in Newcastle's Ronald McDonald House for 8 months, the Port Macquarie family now only has to return for monthly checkups, but it's still their home away from home.
He loves it here. He's got the staff wrapped around his finger.
Have you made a few friends here?
Yeah. Yes, we keep in contact quite often with a lot of the people that we met here.
Today, the Northern New South Wales charity celebrated 3.5 decades housing sick and injured children undergoing hospital treatment.
It started off just 8 units, now we're 18 units. To be here 35 years later and the difference we've been able to make, just something incredible. So we've got a 5-unit Ronald McDonald House at Tamworth. We've got the retreat up at Foster where families can have a holiday at no charge.
Hundreds of volunteers offering helping hands since the facility first opened in 1991.
I just love being with the families and that sort of thing. You have to sometimes put yourself in their shoes and feel how they are feeling. And that's when the emotion comes in.
Over the last 35 years, this Ronald McDonald House has supported more than 17,000 young patients and their families from right across northern New South Wales. Still needing extra space to meet demand, it's hoped the next 35 years will see the community-funded service provide even more help.
We definitely want to add another 12 or so units here to the Ronald McDonald House, and hopefully that'll happen in this next 18 months.
Lauren Kempe, NBN News.
Adam Murray's here now with sport. Adam, Kyle Flanagan is back after that frightening head knock.
He is. Good evening, Tash. Kyle will take the field just 12 days after being badly concussed. His job now, helping save the coaching career of his under-fire father, Shane. Plus, could the Hunters' Isaac Heaney be building his case for a Brownlow? And Masters Week underway without Tiger Woods.
Spotlight save a massive 20 to 50% off store-wide, including Manchester home decor, fabric sewing, yarn, party curtains and blinds. Yes, that's 20 to 50% off store-wide. Sale on now. At Spotlight, it's what you make it. Discounts apply to full-price products. Excludes clearance. See website for details.
Punt with the all-new Ladbrokes app and feel the difference. It's too good. Everything you need, front and centre. Building multis, a breeze. And results that land before the crowds finish cheering. Ladbrokes. What's gambling really costing you?
Turn your Tuesday into Tuesday with Domino's Tuesday deals. Like large value pizzas from just $6.
Yeah! Tuesday, baby!
$6 pizzas every Tuesday at Domino's.
When you smoke, the chemicals you inhale cause mutations in your body. And mutations are how cancer starts. If you could see the damage, would you stop? For help to quit, visit I Can Quit or call Quitline.
You don't have to do that here. At Aldi prices. You don't have to check them. No need to check twice. You get quality for less. That's Aldi prices. Aldi. Good different.
Hey, darling.
Hey, Dad.
How was your shift?
It was a long night.
Make sure you get some sleep, okay?
Yeah, I will soon. I'm on again tonight.
All right. I love you. Have a good shift.
The all-new Nissan Navara. Built for the grid shift.
With Ancestry DNA, I can explore deeper connections with the people and places from my past and discover more of my family story today.
There could be more to your story too. Piece it together with Ancestry DNA.
Go Harvey Norman. Get a 10-year warranty plus save 10% on selected AEG kitchen appliances. Save over $170 on this AEG steam bake oven. Save $150 on this induction cooktop and save $170 on this AEG freestanding dishwasher. Best prices at Harvey Norman now.
Things are cooling off outside and heating up in-store at Newcomb's Barbecues galore. Keep yourself warm this winter and check out some red-hot savings across our wide range of wood heaters. Come in and see our expert team at Newcomb's Barbecues galore, New England Highway, Rutherford.
He's ready to return from a nasty concussion. Now Kyle Flanagan will try to help prevent a knockout blow being delivered to his dad's coaching career. Dragons players revealing they held a brutally honest session today as they try to recover from the club's worst ever start to a season.
Before the game, he was up for the fight. Afterwards, Shane Flanagan appeared down for the count.
We all knew that he was hurting and yeah, we want to go out this week and turn it around for him and play for our coach.
The embattled coach addressing the team with CEO Tim Watsford listening to every word after the Dragons slumped to a 5th straight defeat.
The coach can only do so much, so we need to look at ourselves in the mirror and put in a good performance. The boys just need to turn up on the day and play good footy and just want it more.
After being booed off at home, players took matters into their own hands today. Captains Clint Gutherson and Damien Cook leading a brutal honesty session.
Everyone kind of just sat down and had what they said on their chest. They just let it all out and it was a good reset.
Flanagan calling on his son Kyle to help rescue the Red V and his own coaching career.
Get Kyle in there, can organise the boys and we'll put in a good performance.
Kyle returns at halfback just 12 days after a sickening head knock that saw him rushed to hospital. Daniel Atkinson shifting to 5'8", teammates defending the recruit.
No one's lumped on Atco at all. It's a team performance. It just made me a bit angry. It's not Atco's fault at all.
Players say the solution is simple as they prepare to face Manly on Friday.
We need to find some grit, some mongrel about us and put in, a strong game.
The Sea Eagles soared under their new coach Kieran Foran, who unlocked Manly hitman Hamoli Olakauatu.
I think it was just Foz giving me the green light to just play freely. He knows what I'm capable of, and I know what I'm capable of too. And just getting the green light from him to go and do what I do best.
Wilson De Courcy's unexpected debut against the Raiders on Easter Sunday has led to a starting spot in the night squad to face the Tigers. The 20-year-old came on in the second half in place of an injured Bradman Best and has held on to that. Is locked in for his first game of the year, named a started hooker for the Bunnies showdown against the Raiders in Perth. The Roosters have also confirmed 2 handy additions for their trip west, with Victor Radley and Spencer Leniu returning. Swans tagger James Jordan says the early season form of Isaac Heaney has been a key to the Swans' fast start to the year, even suggesting the Hunter star could make a run for the Brownlow medal.
I certainly hope so. If he can keep playing the way that he played on the weekend, it goes a long way into helping us, win games of footy. And we love having out there. He's sort of our barometer, and he sets the tone in that midfield. And yeah, he's been awesome to start the year.
The Swans face the Gold Coast on Saturday in Adelaide as part of the AFL's Gather Round. As Masters Week gets underway at Augusta National, Aussie Jason Day is among those speaking out about Tiger Woods' absence, admitting he has conflicted feelings about his hero's recent DUI charge.
He's just a human being like everyone else, and we have struggles. And it's unfortunate. The only thing that I would, that I don't understand is that it's a little bit selfish of him to drive and put other people's, in harm's way as well.
The first major of the year begins on Thursday night. After the break, Australian swimming's big guns fire as the Nationals begin on the Gold Coast.
Dandruff keeps coming back? Maybe you need a strong scalp. Head & Shoulders removes up to 100% of dandruff and strengthens your scalp microbiome to prevent dandruff from coming back. Head & Shoulders.
At HCF, we're not for profit. So what are we for? Well, we're not for paying out profits. We are for giving profits back to our members in benefits. So you get more. And you get more. You get more. And so do you.
What's up? You seem kind of sluggish today.
Things aren't really moving. Try Metamucil's Daily Multi-Health Fibre. Its 100% natural psyllium fibre traps and removes waste to support gut health and regularity.
Now you're moving.
Metamucil keeps you moving.
A great night's sleep can make all the difference. It can be the difference between having dreams and making them come true. A great night's sleep, night after night after night. That is the difference. The difference is Temper.
Australian made means made right here in Australia. But it's more than just where it's made. It means made by Australians, backing local businesses and jobs. Made for the way we live, right here. It's why buying Australian made just feels right. Australian made, made right here.
I call them my support crew. When I need help, they're there.
Just like Yui?
Yes.
There when you need?
Yes, and making us feel very special. The remote! Shop around, try Yui.
Yui, you insured. Your future just got more affordable with Domain Homes. For a limited time, take 10% off your new home and score a free Energy Saver Pack. It's modern living with massive savings. Start building at domainhomes.com.au.
Is it time for estate planning?
Or to update your will?
At Turnbull Hill Lawyers, we're in it together to protect your wishes and your assets for now and the future.
For structuring family wealth, turn to Turnbull Hill Lawyers.
Before you start, there's where on earth do I start? Then that advice from Inspirations Paint. Okay, let's go.
this report brought to you by Harvey Norman. Shop in store and online. Best brands, best range, best prices.
The country's best swimmers have delivered on night one of the Australian Open competition on the Gold Coast. Molly O'Callaghan dominated the women's 100 freestyle and Kaylee McEwen comfortably won the 200 backstroke, but wasn't completely happy with her swim. Cole Chalmers won the men's 100 free and Sam Short blitzed the field in the 400 metres. The Hunters' Charlie Hawke has qualified for tonight's 200-metre freestyle final. The 23-year-old was 6th fastest in this morning's heats. Last night he competed in the 400 final where he finished 8th. The Jets' quest for the Premier's Plate took a slight hit last week, but midfielder Zach Clough insists they're better for it. Newcastle's next test hosting third-placed Adelaide this Saturday.
All fun and games at training in Maitland this morning. The Jets' spirits still soaring despite their narrow loss to Macarthur. Determined to use the 3-2 defeat as motivation as they approach the pointy end of the season.
Just a wake-up call really, because anyone can beat us on any day, and that's football in this league for sure. I think you have to be at it every single week. The last few games are always the hardest to get over the line and win the league.
For many of his teammates, finals football will be unfamiliar territory, but Zach Clough believes Newcastle's youth gives it an edge.
I feel like you play with no fear and you don't really worry too much of what's ahead. And I think that's it's a good thing to have in your squad, I think, to have a group that have no fear, and you can see the way the boys have played all season, they've got no fear.
After waiting 11 weeks for his club debut, the English midfielder is hoping to feature in the squad to face his old side Adelaide this Saturday.
No, for sure. I think the most important thing for a team is the winning games, and we was winning, and it was a joy to watch for me, and on the training pitch also getting the minutes into my legs, and yeah, I feel good, and Millsy's rewarded me with some minutes, and hopefully I can get plenty more now.
Irish defender Joe Shaughnessy wasn't on the field today. He's believed to have aggravated a previous knee injury, while Thomas Aquilina was on light duties after injuring his hamstring last week. Montana Clare, NBN News.
A huge coup for the Hunter Wildfires ahead of their season-opening clash this Saturday, with Merriweather Junior Taj Annan joining the Shoot Shield team. The 22-year-old made his club debut for the Western Force in Super Rugby 3 weeks ago, but has returned home to gain more minutes on the field. Souths missed the Newcastle Rugby League playoffs last year for the first time in a decade, but the Lions are confident it won't happen again this season, with some big-name recruits bolstering Andrew Ryan's squad. A strong start to 2025 meant little at the end of the year for the Lions. Winning 1 of their last 7, they finished 8th on the ladder. And that's not the South this local junior remembers.
Played from South since I was 7 years old, right up until I was 18, I think was my last game. It's always been my home club, and I guess that was probably one of the main reasons I wanted to come back full circle moment and play for the Lions.
Lachlan Fitzgibbon opting against returning to the NRL after a stint in the UK Super League.
I want to win the grand final and should always be aiming to win it and, be in that grand final at the end of the year.
The last time Souths didn't play finals football was 2015. The following year, they won the competition. They'll kick off their campaign against the Northern Hawks on Saturday at the season-opening Magic Round in Maitland.
There'll be some new faces that might surprise a few. We've got a lot of local products in the team as well, which is exciting for Raymond Terrace and the Port Stephens area.
It's also an intriguing battle between the coaches. Steve Simpson ready to do whatever it takes to stop Andrew Ryan once again.
Des Hasler always used to like to fly under the radar. Maybe Steve Simpson can do the same thing. The players, they love him. They know where they stand with him, which is very important as a coach.
Oh, Tash, local footy, it's back. I can smell it.
I love it. You've been waiting a long time.
I have.
Now it's here.
Can't wait.
Thanks, Adam. Stay with us. We'll take a look at the weather after the break. More sunshine and plenty of warmth on the way. The details next.
Craig's 20-year wait, his heroic act rewarded at last. See how his ageing mum reacted when he finally got the recognition he deserves. Join me.
Maybe I got a sweet price because I nailed saying jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
Is it?
Maybe Subway just has bueno deals.
Bueno.
I'm fresh.
The new Subway nacho snack from $6.
So yeah.
Jalapeno.
Aldi prices just got Aldier, with over 300 products now reduced. Like apple juice, frozen spinach. This, that, those. Not that. Aldi, good different.
Time for an upgrade? Yep. Let's take a look at what might work best for you.
Buy the right car right now at drive.com.au.
It's hard to juggle 3 things at once. That's why at Origin we offer gas, internet and electricity bundles, making it easier to manage and saving you some hard-earned cash too. That's all kinds of useful.
Anaconda's Easter holiday Pay Less sale is now on. Pay less on some of Australia's favourite outdoor adventure brands. The North Face, Austrail, Merrill, Ringers Western, Shimano, Columbia and many more. Pay less so you can play more. Only at Anaconda!
Puff after puff of harmful stuff.
Are you okay?
The damaging effects of vaping can creep up on you. Quitting can be hard, but possible with support on your side. Find tools and support to quit. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
This is Drum Tao. Experience the ancient thunderous power of taiko fused with elite martial arts athleticism. After captivating 10 million people worldwide, the sensational drumming spectacular from Japan returns. Louder, faster, and more visually stunning than ever. Touring Australia this April and May. Simply not to be missed. Book your tickets now.
I've always looked after myself, but when I got injured at work, everything changed. Bale Boshev stepped in and they didn't muck around. Get a fighter on your side. Call Bale Boshev Lawyers.
Won't you please, help me, help me.
We've helped Australians for 100 years. Now we're helping protect and prepare them for the next 100.
A glorious start to school holidays weather-wise, and the warm, sunny conditions are set to stay with us until the end of the week. On the map tonight, we can see a mass of clouds stretching from central WA to western parts of South Australia with showers and storms. It's mostly dry under scattered cloud over central and southern New South Wales, and similarly for the northern tropics. Tomorrow, winds will turn warmer northerly across the country's southeast ahead of a front, which will bring some cooler conditions later in the week. Locally, high pressures ridging along the New South Wales coastline, maintaining warm and settled conditions for us. It was a bit of a chilly start to the day, but it's certainly warmed up right throughout the region. Gosford got up to 32 degrees. At Lake Macquarie today, 31 was the top, 30 at Nobbies. Cessnock down to 9 overnight, up to 32 today. Scone, 8 to 33 was the temperature range. Tomorrow, sunny throughout with daytime temperatures reaching into the high 20s to low 30s once again. On the coast at Gosford, 26 degrees. Nelson Bay tomorrow is heading for a top of 27, 29 on the way at Tocal and into the Hunter Valley. Muswellbrook, Merriwa and Scone, 33 degrees is expected. Looking offshore for the Hunter coastal waters, seas a metre on a 1.5 metre swell. The winds will be south-southwesterlies, getting up to 20 knots. We've got a low tide at 6:30. 35 tomorrow morning. That's 0.71 of a metre. The highs coming in just before 12:30 in the afternoon. So this run of sunny and very warm weather is set to stay with us until the end of the week. The next change set to hit towards the end of the weekend. We can see cooler conditions, still plenty of sunshine at Scone, but 7 is going to be the minimum on Sunday, getting up to 23. Cooler from Sunday too on the Central Coast. Nothing though in the way of rain at this stage, despite some overcast conditions. And that is our bulletin for this Tuesday. A current affair is next, and we'll have updates throughout the evening. Thanks for your company from all the team here. Good night.
Hello, I'm Deb Knight. Welcome to A Current Affair. As falls from grace go, they don't come much bigger than this. Ben Robert Smith, recipient of the highest military honour, the Victoria Cross, tonight behind bars, charged with 5 counts of war crime murder. It's a story which divides opinion, from those who believe this is justice being served and that no one's above the law, to others who say it's a terrible miscarriage of justice that smears all who serve.
A former Australian Defence Force member has today been arrested and will be charged with 5 counts of war crime murder.
From war hero to alleged war criminal, Ben Robert Smith's humiliating fall from grace continues. Tonight in handcuffs and spending the night at Silverwater Prison.
The former soldier was arrested at Sydney's domestic airport this morning. The offence of war crime murder carries a maximum penalty of life imprisonment.
At a packed media conference, AFP Commissioner Chrissy Barrett outlined the extraordinary case against Australia's most decorated living soldier, charged with 5 counts of war crime murder.
It will be alleged the victims were shot by the accused or shot by subordinate members of the ADF in the presence of and acting on the orders of the accused.
The charges stem from Robert Smith's time in the SAS serving in Afghanistan, Australia's longest war that's now become our longest investigation into war crimes. The case against him is based on the testimony of eyewitness evidence provided by fellow soldiers from the elite fighting unit. According to investigators, the allegations are not accidental deaths occurring in the fog of war.
It will be alleged the victims were not taking part in hostilities at the time of their alleged murder in Afghanistan. It will be alleged the victims were detained, unarmed, and were under the control of ADF members when they were killed.
Leading the investigation is Ross Barnett from the Office of the Special Investigator, a newly created judicial body set up by the Morrison government to navigate the uncharted waters of prosecuting alleged war crimes committed in a foreign land.
The OSI has been tasked with investigating literally dozens of murders alleged to have been committed in the middle of a war zone in a country 9,000 kilometres from Australia that we can no longer access.
Ben Robert Smith's attempt to sue 9 newspapers for defamation over a series of articles written about his alleged wartime conduct backfired spectacularly when a Supreme Court judge found that on the balance of probabilities, he was a war criminal. But a criminal court will require a jury to find a verdict at a higher threshold, beyond reasonable doubt, in a case where the prosecution will be missing crucial evidence thanks to the Taliban's return to power.
We don't have access to the crime scenes, we don't have photographs, site plans, measurements, the recovery of projectiles, blood spatter analysis, all of those things we would normally get at a crime scene.
It is an extraordinary development in a story with a long history, which after today still has a long way to go. A central figure in all of this is Night investigative reporter Nick McKenzie, who joins me now. Nick, you first reported allegations of war crimes against Ben Robert Smith almost a decade ago now. Are you surprised he's been arrested on these criminal charges?
Well, it has been 9 years since we first reported that Ali Jan, an Afghan civilian farmer, was allegedly kicked off a cliff by Ben Robert Smith in September 2012, and then on Ben Roberts-Smith's orders, allegedly executed by a junior soldier. Was I surprised to see Roberts-Smith charged? I mean, it's a shocking and historic moment in Australia's military and criminal justice system history, but we can't be surprised because the evidence was compelling. We know detectives were investigating for many years now, and we know that the eyewitness accounts that underpin his prosecution come from SAS soldiers, people who served in Afghanistan with Ben Roberts-Smith, men of the SASR themselves.
And they came forward and they broke the code of silence to air the allegations against Ben Roberts-Smith. Have you spoken to any of the former SAS soldiers today?
I have. This is grim news for Australia. It's grim news for the men of the SAS. They don't want their proud regiment being dragged down any more than it has. This is one man who's been charged. Yes, a very famous, decorated soldier, but of course the vast majority of SASR members represented their country in Afghanistan with absolute distinction, continue to serve our country. We should and are proud of them. No one likes to see this general smearing. However, soldiers I spoke to who served with Ben Roberts-Smith have said the public deserves the grim truth of what happened rather than being served up a myth. Now, if we want heroes, there's plenty of other soldiers we can turn to. Mark Donaldson, who served in Afghanistan for Australia, Victoria Cross recipient, subject of no war crimes allegations. And of course, all those soldiers whose names we rarely hear of or never hear of, who do their job with absolute distinction. They're the real heroes.
Could the timing of these charges have been better, though? Because it's less than 3 weeks until Anzac Day, and this has been an extensive investigation. Many say it's justice that's been taking too long to get to this point. Is it going to be selling that important day? Some say the most important day on a national calendar.
I think that's a real stretch. I mean, had the charges been a day or two before or after, sure. But we are weeks out. The Australian public is smart enough to draw a distinction between one man and his alleged wrongdoing and the vast great service of all the people who serve our nation. The AFP Commissioner, no less, said today, while these allegations are grave and serious, they involve the alleged execution of unarmed Afghans, including civilians, we should also rally around our soldiers, our men and women who serve in the Defence Force. This is not any reflection on their marvellous contribution to our nation.
Ben Roberts-Smith has fierce supporters, though, among them our former Prime Minister Tony Abbott, who said today that it's wrong to judge the actions of men in mortal combat by the standards of ordinary civilian life, and that some of our soldiers who fought bravely and well in Afghanistan have been subjected to a form of persecution by the country they serve. What's your reaction to that?
I mean, that is absolute garbage. Tony Abbott has obviously not been having any regard to the facts. Who are the eyewitnesses here? They are soldiers, Australian soldiers who served with Ben Roberts-Smith. Some of these men served their country on multiple deployments like Roberts-Smith. Some of them have been decorated in the field of conflict and war. Is their version of what happened in Afghanistan somewhat or somehow less than Roberts-Smith, one man? Where's the political accountability? He was our Prime Minister. There are other senior politicians who sent our men, largely men and women, on never-ending deployments to Afghanistan, creating, some would say, the conditions where people could perhaps cross over a line.
Can we really judge the actions of our soldiers fighting in the fog of war?
I think civilians and journalists and the media and academics should not judge the actions of our soldiers fighting in the field of war. I tell you who should, though. Soldiers. At the heart of the prosecution of Ben Roberts-Smith is his fellow soldiers. They saw things that upset themselves. They saw Roberts-Smith conduct acts which they thought, no, that has crossed the line. We're not talking about the fog of war here. An SAS soldier I spoke to today said this is not about bullets flying around and split-second decisions. One of the allegations is that a man who was unarmed was led to a cliff edge and kicked off that cliff by Ben Roberts-Smith and executed on Ben Roberts-Smith's orders while injured, unarmed and handcuffed at the bottom of that cliff. That's been called out by eyewitnesses, that's been called out by a fellow soldier. How can that be justified? Now, of course, a jury will be the ultimate arbiter of whether the evidence reaches that criminal standard of beyond reasonable doubt. But let's actually pay tribute to what soldiers say they saw, and some of these soldiers have actually testified previously in a court.
And how difficult will it be to prove these allegations? Because the criminal case has a much higher standard of proof than the civilian case, which Ben Roberts-Smith wasn't successful in fighting.
It will be Very difficult. A jury will hear complicated evidence. There will be a lot of emotion in this case. This is a story that's divided Australia. People feel really emotionally about it for very good reason. However, we've had a dress rehearsal. Ben Roberts-Smith launched defamation actions. He lost those in the federal court. He went on appeal. He lost those before the full bench of the federal court, and then went to the High Court, the highest court in this land, and it dismissed his appeal. So he's been found to the civil standard to have engaged in some of these very same acts. And why? Again, it's those brave Australian soldiers who testified in that civil action. They were believed that their evidence was compelling enough for a civil court to find what it did. Now they'll have to front up to this criminal prosecution. So I think we can have some comfort that whatever the jury finds, be it guilty or not guilty, and of course that's an open possibility, there is compelling evidence to at least warrant a prosecution.
And has that defamation case that Ben Roberts-Smith fought actually helped prosecutors launch this criminal case, because it helped to identify some of the SAS who came forward, broke that code of silence?
Those who have rushed to defend Roberts-Smith today, like Tony Abbott, like Pauline Hanson, need to perhaps pause and say, well, why is Roberts-Smith in this awful mess? One of the reasons is he launched a civil defamation action funded by a billionaire in Kerry Stokes, a media mogul, to try to clear his name. It was his own doing, his own goal, which led to the evidence being revealed in a civil court that was grabbed by detectives from the Office of the Special Investigator. Some of that same evidence, some of that same information Roberts-Smith forced out into the public domain is now being used to prosecute him.
And there'll be a lot of people watching this very closely, yourself front and centre in that too as well. Nick, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So how are members of the Defence Forces and their families feeling in the wake of these charges against our most decorated living war hero? Harry Moffat is a psychologist and former SAS soldier who, like Ben Roberts-Smith, fought in Afghanistan during his 30 years of military action. I spoke to him just before coming on air. Harry, as a former SAS commander, is this a sad day?
It is. There's no winners out of any of this.
And like Ben Roberts-Smith, you served in Afghanistan. You're a tight band of brothers. Was there ever any talk of his alleged actions?
I think it's pretty widely known that there were rumours early last decade now, back in the 2010s. I think it's something that's been lost in all of this. The regiment, these things were disclosed or first talked about inside the regiment. They weren't disclosed by academics, politicians or senior officers. The unit self-disclosed in a way.
And you've been on the front line and you've put your own life there fighting for your country. Can we really judge the actions of soldiers who are in the fog of war?
I think it's very difficult and I've been frustrated myself by armchair generals and observers from afar making judgments, and I think it's remiss of anyone to rush to judgment. However, there's a line even in war, and although the fog of war term gets bandied around, I think there's even beyond or around the fog of war, so-called, a line which we know that we shouldn't cross. And I think that's completely reasonable to ask questions from back in the world about what that line looks like.
It would have taken a lot for the SAS, to those who've come forward with these allegations, to break that code of silence. How would those soldiers be feeling today? Have you spoken with any of them?
The whole community, the whole SAS family, and it's a large, close family, are feeling the ramifications of all of this from the family and friends, the siblings, the partners, and those who served. But I would say that those who have come forward to assist in the inquiries and the investigations have had little or no support along the way, and a kind of part of me understands that. But I think for those dozens of people who have come forward, whether it was in the defamation case or as I said back in at the start of last decade, they may feel that they're being listened to finally.
Do you think that the wheels of justice have moved too slowly here?
Oh, definitely. I've been frustrated. There's been any number of us who have been called back and forth into being questioned by various, whether it be the OSI or the initial Brereton report. I only stopped being, I would say harassed, but asked to answer questions a couple of years ago personally, and I know that's the same for dozens, probably hundreds of colleagues. Frustratingly slow, but you know, in a way, we travel overseas to defend the right of our judicial system, of a free press. So whilst it has been frustrating and it must be agony for those who are under investigation, as I said, we shouldn't be under any less scrutiny than anyone else for a high-performing organisation, maybe more so.
So how damaging has this entire episode been for morale within the Defence Forces?
I think it's been damaging. To what extent would depend on which corners of the ADF we're referring to. Certainly in the unit, it's been damaging to the brand, it's been damaging to our reputation, and notwithstanding the soldiers involved, Ben, Ollie Schultz and others who have gone away to fight for the country. But I've been really proud of the regiment. Watching from afar, I'm invited back occasionally every year to help with training, and I've got nothing but pride, and I'm proud of the regiment and how it's handled itself and acquitted itself over this time. And the unit's done that with aplomb, without a complaint, and all the while held up at one of the highest operational tempos ever. It's still the busiest organisation in Australia, and it's been able to maintain all of that at once, and I think it's a great credit. Australia should take great pride in the unit and what it's been able to maintain through what has been an incredibly challenging period.
I know the investigations are continuing, but do you think that perhaps those higher up the chain of command should also be held to account?
I think the time will come and there may be some examination of decisions made. What I do hope is that we learn lessons about purpose, strategy, about senior leaders who haven't had experience on the front line in combat operations, running, campaigns and operations. And also, I hope we learn lessons about regular ADF leadership leading special operations. These are highly technical, highly complex operations, and often towards the end of our campaign, especially in Afghanistan, I don't think the leadership and the strategy was very explicit or very clear, and that it appears possibly has led to where we find ourselves now.
And Ben Roberts-Smith faces life in jail. If the allegations against him are proven, do you think he should be stripped of his military honours, of his Victoria Cross?
I think the process will play out from here. Ben deserves his time in court. He's a big boy. He's got plenty of support behind him, both financially and in terms of firepower from a legal team and supporters. But I'll leave any judgments to others.
Well, Harry, we thank you for your time.
No problems.
Still to come, a hero cop gets the reward he so justly deserves, 20 years after putting his life on the line. And Craig's 94-year-old mum got to witness the big day.
Don't cry, you're going to fog your glasses up, see?
Yeah, that's better.
David, you are everything I wanted and more. I love you, David.
In a television event, the most emotional.
You're my best friend, my safe space. I love you.
I've come to realise there's doubt in my mind.
Final vows.
I can say with absolute certainty that we're soulmates.
Stella?
Are you? Speak now. A must see.
Boating, camping, fishing is BCF and fun. Exactly what that means will change for everyone. Bus stop's fun, powered sites fun, worries none. Boating, camping, fishing is BCF and fun. Hey!
At Spotlight, save a massive 20 to 50% off store-wide, including Manchester home decor, fabric sewing, yarn, party curtains and blinds. Yes, that's 20 to 50% off store-wide. Sale on now. At Spotlight, it's what you make it. Discounts apply to full-price products. Excludes clearance. See website for details.
The majestic four-wheel drive, shackled to a life in the suburbs. But now there's an insurance policy that frees the four-wheel drive with cover anywhere you can legally go in Australia. Club 4x4 Insurance. Free the four-wheel drive.
Terry White Chemmart has real deals on all your favourite brands like Ethical Nutrients Mega Magnesium, Ferrograd C90 tablets and Nexium 24-hour 14 tablets. Get real deals every day at Terry White Chemmart, dedicated to care.
New car time? New car time.
That one. Buy the right car right now at drive.com.au.
Nothing but smooth sailing now. Anything that you want from me, I do it now. There'll be nothing but smooth sailing now.
The smooth hybrid engine that never skips a beat. The new CR-V. Honda, the power of dreams.
At 50 plus, your health needs may evolve. Is your multivitamin ready? Choose Centrum, the world's #1 multivitamin brand. Specifically designed for adults 50 plus, it contains nutrients that help maintain cognitive function, heart and bone health. Switch to Centrum 50 plus.
Why stay frozen to an expensive car insurance provider? Especially when you can get 15% off your Budget Direct car insurance if you buy it online.
As they say, always quote Budget Direct first.
Insurance solved with Budget Direct.
At Specsavers Audiology, your ears won't get ripped off. With a range of style and tech, even AI-powered hearing aids. There's something for every price point, plus a full year of aftercare with every purchase. Compare your pair at Specsavers Audiology.
Aussie farmers are the best in the business. They're hard-working, resourceful, and they're bloody good at what they do. You need gear that works, and that's why Webster's vaccines are developed specifically for our tough conditions. Choose the unique 5-in-1 B12 combo or the 7-in-1. Most of the range stays effective for 50 days after opening, giving you the flexibility you need. Webster's vaccines, made for Australian sheep and cattle and the farmers that look after them. Available now at all leading rural stores. Another fine-looking specimen.
The future you're building is possible with Domain Homes.
Should we tell them that Subway's got sweet deals?
No! That swing it left actually means swing it right.
Nah.
Subway value snack range from $2.70.
Sub, yeah.
You want me to do it?
Welcome back. It's been a long time coming, but today Craig Campbell received recognition for his bravery 20 years ago. It was an emotional ceremony, especially for one very proud spectator.
This is something that you richly deserve.
Craig Campbell has waited 20 years for this moment. The former police officer receiving one of the country's highest bravery awards.
Feels good. Bit surreal, but feels good.
The courage, the dedication and the sheer focus to protect the community is something that deserves the recognition.
And proudly watching on from her hospital bed, Craig's 94-year-old mother, Patricia.
Don't cry, you're going to fog your glasses up, see?
Yeah, that's better.
When Craig Campbell leapt into the middle of this, he had no thought for his own safety.
I had a job to do. My job was protecting innocent members of the public.
On the 20th anniversary of the Cronulla race riots, we interviewed the retired police sergeant.
How does it make you feel watching that now?
I did my job.
You did what you had to do?
Yeah, I'll do it again. My job was to ensure those two young men weren't seriously injured or killed. That was my job.
As the rioting crowd rampaged through Cronulla, Sergeant Campbell stood his ground. He was a lone cop, taking on a lynch mob baying for blood, attacking two youths on a train at Cronulla station.
I was worried about them getting severely hurt at the minimum. They were throwing bottles at them, they were kicking them, punching them,
He cleared out that railway carriage and probably saved those two young men's lives.
Then Assistant Commissioner Mark Goodwin was the commander that day.
He just thought, I haven't got time to wait for backup, and he just went in there by himself.
Goodwin recommended Craig for the Commissioner's Commendation for Courage. But despite his heroism, Craig never received the award, even though he was assured at the time that he would be recognised.
Were you a hero that day?
Define a hero. I was a man doing a job.
After a current affair revealed this tough old copper hadn't received the recognition, the police hierarchy moved swiftly to right the wrong.
He probably never thought he was going to get this commendation, so to give it to him today is something that gives me great pride as well.
In a special ceremony at the police executive offices this afternoon, the top brass turned out to honour the retired cop.
Craig's one of the bravest police officers I've ever had the privilege to work with.
He had wanted his elderly mother here to witness the ceremony, but after a recent bad fall, the 94-year-old can't leave hospital.
A big welcome to Mum, who's on FaceTime at the moment.
So, in an operation conducted with military precision, Patricia Campbell was able to watch it from her hospital bed.
During the Cronulla riots, the 11th of December 2005.
It was a shame she couldn't be up here, because she's sick in hospital. But at least we could stream it on FaceTime, and she got to watch me get it, and that'll be, yeah.
New South Wales Police Commissioner Mal Lanyon admits the award was a long time coming.
When I first got the job as Commissioner, one of the things I undertook was to have a look at this actual recognition, so it's wonderful today to be able to award it to Craig.
What does it mean to you to be wearing that medal today?
It means that I have been recognised by a job that I was willing to give my life for.
What a wonderful result. And his mum was there, a great bloke going above and beyond in a very tough job. Up next, Jolly's fighting a giant staircase, trying to get the NDIS to admit that it's not suitable.
It's really not a humane way to be living every day.
Wake up with Carl and Sarah. Weekday mornings on Today.
This is Jenna, the captain. No time for fevers and fuss. Thankfully, Panadol Children now also has a new Tutti Frutti flavour with a smooth formula that is easy to swallow and can start to reduce fever in just 15 minutes. Relief without the fuss. That's one for Panadol.
There's nothing glamorous about soap scum or cleaning your shower unless you have shower power to remove soap scum and other bathroom dirt and grime super fast. See the full Oz Clean range at all good supermarkets.
He lied about his age to enlist and was wounded at Lone Pine while saving a mate. He was my great-uncle Jack.
There could be more to your story. Piece it together with Ancestry.
Let's see if these weekend warriors know what they're doing. Okay, lift her up. Oh, Rod's got my shorts!
Mitsubishi's most capable ute ever. Nothing can frighten a
You've
tribe.
gone too far. Drop it down a bit.
I am so ready for this.
What are you? In Portugal, before we enjoy a meal, our furniture must also wear a bib.
Now eat, with reckless abandon.
O Porto's delicioso Portuguese crispy burger. This is the Portuguese way.
The majestic four-wheel drive, shackled to a life in the suburbs. But now there's an insurance policy that frees the four-wheel drive with cover anywhere you can legally go in Australia. Club 4x4 Insurance. Free the four-wheel drive.
Everyday life doesn't have to be every day at all. The Isuzu MU-X SUV is equal parts style and safety. Love how you live in the Isuzu MU-X.
Anaconda's Easter holiday Payless sale is now on. Get 40% off Cape, Cedarburg and Mountain Designs clothing. Excludes everyday club price products. Pay less so you can play more. Only at Anaconda.
With a house frame made from TrueCore steel,
your home is ready for a full life. For a home that's built to last, choose the inner strength of TrueCore Steel.
Tired of doing it the hard way?